We interrupt your regularly scheduled introduction for this special announcement.
St. Louis do it. Do the good, the bad, and the strange. 105 in summertime, winter's 5 below. We hit the soaring highs and we bite the bitter lows. The most free attractions outside DC, great for families, traffic's a breeze. We lead the US in STDs. We tend to be friendly, cliquish at first, generally generous, down to earth, artsy, liberal, exceptionally literate. Sometimes our public schools got unaccredited. Hosted Olympics, hosted riots, mostly hosted economic decline. As half our big companies moved overseas, we started the fastest growing startup scene. Manufacturing, healthcare, research, biomedical. We make a cheese that's debatably edible. 20% of the cast of The Office knows Budweiser's king, Bud and Bev is boss. If it's dead on a plate, we pour barbecue sauce on it. Frozen custard, self slingers. Toasted ravioli till you drop. People research your heart at our top-ranking hospital. How does St. Louis do it? The good, the bad, and the strange. We got brains. Strange how it can be so great to land on your feet when you fall on your face. We got range. You won't believe all the things you're meant to do. To brew, play some chess. Our zoo is one of the planet's best. Peruse museums full of art and botanical gardens. The largest mosaic collection of all on the continent. The tallest monument on earth, 11,000 seater musical theater. See Broadway under the stars. You may visit this ancient civilization. Why is it right next to a train cloud? Way back when river travel was all people cared about, we built the fourth largest town in America, mecca of culture and industry, but we epically mismanaged it. Ever since then we've thrived in the ruins thereof, singing the blues and spreading the love. From Sky Job, Miles Davis and Tool, hail, hail, rock and roll. 2 centuries, earthquake free. World Series wins in the National League, over NHL. How in the hell Twin City was 4 different NFL teams. When we win or lose, we turn out regardless. Best Mardi Gras party this side of New Orleans. Transit is lacking, our airport's appalling. When steamboats come back, though, you know we'll be ballin'. Then how to St. Louis do it? The good, the bad, and the strange. Strange how it can be so great to land on your feet when you fall on your face. We got range. No pedestrians downtown. After 5, it's a ghost town. Our city is really decentralized. Let me tell you a little story about how that happened. In 1876, St. Louis City seceded from the surrounding counties, strangling the region. One day isolating downtown from the suburbs, creating cultural gaps, inflating crime stats, dividing the tax base into 91 distinct municipalities. Which is kind of cool because the neighborhoods have lots of personality, but sucks because the governments compete for the funding coming from traffic stops, pressurizing the cops, adding confrontation to the citizens that are fiscally incentivized. On top of the fact that we're totally racially polarized. So yeah, we got a long way to go, there's lots of hurdles, but at least for now we have gigantic turtles. How does St. Louis do it? The good, the bad, and the strange. We got range. Strange how it can be so great to land on your feet when you fall on your face. We got range.
You ever notice people from St. Louis like to talk about St. Louis? Making other people feel strange. Make them say, why you talk about St. Louis so much? It's weird. I don't know. We just love it.
Yeah, I had to do it. Aloha, welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. We got range, and yes, ain't it strange? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Today, the St. Louis Blues are taking on the Buffalo Sabres in what can be called the Hall of Fame game, as Pierre Turgeon and Ken Hitchcock both are being honored tonight since they were the recent Hall of Fame inductees. Our other Hall of Famer, Bernie Federko, is on the scene, ready to say hello. Big heart goes out. I didn't say this to Henry Kissinger's family and Rosalind Carter and Jimmy Carter's family. I know Jimmy Carter's still alive, but if you saw him at that funeral, you're like, oh my God, he is not going to be around for long. Aaron, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show. Jason, I thought it was kind of cool too, and it sums it up. Just look at me. Look at me. I haven't lived there in almost 30 years, since 1987, and all I can do is talk about St. Louis. So, you know, I'm just as weird as everybody else, man. Congratulations to E. Guido and Erickson Krieger. They're at the game, to the best of my knowledge. They're at the game. I think they live in the same general area, so I think they struck up a deal and they went together. I hope they have a great time. I was glad to give the tickets away. You know, best I can do, you know. Hopefully more people watch the show. They do, they don't. What the fuck, you know? The Tage Thompson, baby. Tage Thompson, he's beating the league up, having another good season. Let's see here. Trying to look, unless he's injured. Is he injured? Oh, I could have screwed up. I think he's injured. Oh, dum-dum. Dum-dum, give me gum-gum. He is injured. Oh, my goodness. Wow, do I feel stupid now. Oh, well, I guess I should have paid a little better attention. They got a couple of guys on point streaks and goal streaks. Kyla Posko has a three-game goal streak going on. Owen Powers and Casey Milstrid has a 5-game assist streak. And as far as point streak goes, Milstrid with the 5 games, that's the biggest one. Blues don't have much going in way of streaks. They have no active streaks whatsoever. He's down for the year. I didn't realize he was down for the year. Is he down for the year? Tage is out. Yeah, I didn't know what his injury was. I don't know. I've guess I haven't paid close enough attention to it. There's one way I can look. Let me see here something. Dun 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 dun. Tage Thompson. Upper body is progressing what remains week to week. So there you go. Yeah, it looks like yeah, he'd be out, probably going to be out. He got injured on November 14th. And up to that point, see if I can see what his stats were there. Up to that point, 12 points in 16 games. He was a -5, but on that team, I mean, his stats are decent. He's a hell of a player. I didn't even realize he was out. Now I feel really stupid, but that is what it is. Hi, Tammy. How you doing? No, he's not out for the season. He's week to week. Thank you, Wendy. I got it right. I misread what somebody else put. Dallin, yeah, is the guy for them. Yes. Thank you. I guess I'm a complete idiot today. I'll be honest. I didn't want to do the show today. I really didn't. I don't want to say why. I just, there's something going on internally. I wanted to say fuck it, but I couldn't, and that's just the way it is. I'm here. I'm going to be here. You'll get the best of me, even though it may not be the best of me. Does that make any sense? I hope so. Hopefully you'll stick around. The secret word contest was fun. I wish I could do it again. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't have seats like we had the last time. No fucking way. I couldn't afford those unless somebody slipped those to me. There's no way. No way I could afford those. None whatsoever. Is Hoffer starting tonight? Does anybody know? I haven't paid enough attention today. I'll be honest. Didn't even want to get out of bed today. That happens. Let's see here. Maybe I can check out my X. Check out the X, the Ray. Let's see here. So here we go. No, it is Bennington in net. Warm-ups. Bushnevich with Thomas and Neighbours. Shen centering Kyrou and Hayes. Sunquist centering Kapanen and Saad. Alexandrov, oh man, back in with Blaze and Torpatrenko. Please, please trade Varna. You're screwing that guy over. You're absolutely screwing that guy over. He is doing everything he needs to do, and you are just screwing him over. Shaking my effing head. Shaking my head. I don't know what else I can say about that. It really kind of drags me down. You got Letty and Pareko, Krug and Falk, Scandella and Tucker. Prunovich gets set down again. That's a tough thing to have, 8 defensemen right now because 2 guys aren't going to get to play. Right? Let's see here. Checking out, see if there's anything I missed. I don't think so. What do we got here? Jose Bennington and net. Thank you. Don't blame you. Thank you, Aaron. Hey, Russ. Wish you were in the seats with this big dog. Anthony, I do too, my friend. I really, really do. Changed up the lines tonight. Neighbours on the top line. Neighbours has been on the top line for a bit, though, hasn't he? He's been on the top line for a while. I don't think this is much of a change up. Go back and look at that again. I think this is Neighbours has been playing on that top line for a little bit, I think. I could be wrong. I'm known to be wrong. Let me look at something here real quick. Predicted lineup. Let me go here. There's changes expected on the 3rd and 4th lineups. I'm pulling it up. Look to get back. Blues appears to be making lineup changes again for 30. Although the top line of Bushnevich, Thomas, and Neighbours will stay the same. I thought so. Changes were apparent during the morning skate. Notably, Kevin Hayes shifted up to the 2nd line to play with Shen and Kyrou. I absolutely agree with that. Sunquist climbed up to the 3rd line to center Saad and Kapanen. The projected lineup is based on the morning skate and is not Fernandes was not at the morning skate due to an illness. Maybe he doesn't show up. Maybe assistant coach gets to put some different. I don't know, man. Alexandrov is going to center Torpachenko and Blaze. That could be a good line. I am not. I like Varna. I like everything that he's done since he's been here. And to see the way he's been treated just kind of baffles me. Right? Well, big round of applause for cancer-free Russ Kidman. Give it out to him, man. Give it out. Way to go, Russ. We thank you, Russ. We love it, buddy. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it, man. Last 3 games, that's what I thought with Neighbours. I was pretty sure. Hey, Tommy, how you doing, bud? Yeah, he might take some pictures. The Fabry goal was nasty, windy. I didn't see it, so I don't know. Russ, that's awesome. Yes, I agree. It is. What happened to Varna? I was really expecting a big bounce back. He has bounced back. He has not disappeared. He has put in a system that doesn't allow him to play the way he played when he got here. Tommy, that's what it is. If you can't see that he's out there doing exactly what you ask him to do, and then you're punishing him for it. He's an offensive player. You're making a defensive player. He's playing defense, and now you're punishing him because he's not playing offense. Makes no fucking sense. That's how I feel. Yeah, Russ, congratulations, bud. Really, really, man. You know, our hearts go out to you, and if you need something, let me know, my friend. Let me know. Um, I'm not even going over the stats in this game. I don't think they matter, right? I really don't think they matter. It's just going to be. No, Tommy, you're absolutely Tommy. You are absolutely fine, man. You can say what you guys. I'm going to make this point right here, right now. You guys can say what you want to say, whether I agree with it or not. Doesn't matter. Tommy, if this is how you feel, that's how you feel. No issues whatsoever, bud. I think differently. And because I have this platform, I can yell and scream about it. Doesn't mean anything. It is what it is. I got the platform. Hell, I can speak really low, but I could do this, and I can make my voice sound much, much louder than what it is. I actually try and keep it down a little bit. I keep the volume just to the point to where I can hear it in my ears. Other than that, it's kind of weird. Like if you turn the volume down to where you can't hear yourself speaking, it's really hard, and it makes it. I understand why. I remember listening to sports radio, and on the weekends, on Monday, when the guy would come back, on the weekend, someone would mess with it never failed. They'd mess with the settings, and when he come back, he'd get on and he couldn't hear himself speak. And I'd like, well, why do you need that? Now I understand completely why you need that. You absolutely need that. Hey, Lance, how you doing, buddy? We miss you, man, and our hearts go out to you. Our hearts really, really go out to you, bud. Really do. Where are we at here? Got 7 people watching. Thank you. Joe Butler, Jason Nichols, Aaron Colchier, Jose Figueres, Ken Hartong, and Russ Tidlin. Thank you for liking our show. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. What did you guys think of that open video? Was that cool or what, man? Was that cool? I'm sorry. I think that was the most truest understanding of what St. Louis is that I've ever seen. I mean, absolutely dead on. Right? About, the city annexing from the county and how that's hurt the city. It has. You look at most city areas, a big city, and they're much bigger than ours. Right? And ours should be bigger. Ours should be a lot bigger. Right? I also feel like we should like cut into a huge section of Illinois and bring that back to us. Right? Illinois may not like it, but they're not getting a lot of tax revenue from that area anyways. I love the racetrack. Problem is, all that tax revenue goes to Illinois. It doesn't go to us. Right? That's just what it is. You're not entering enough to get your name pulled. I mean, what am I supposed to do about it? It was a fair contest. Absolutely fair. Why would Cairo get put on the 4th as punishment? Right? Here's the thing, everybody out there. You are so upset at Cairo because he's not playing offense, doing exactly what Berube wants him to do, play defense. You're not upset at Berube for making him play defense. You're upset at Cairo for not playing offense. At what point are you guys finally going to realize that Berube's system doesn't effing work? I mean, hell, look at Varna. I disagree, Kevin. I disagree with that completely. Wow. Yeah, I don't see the hate for a lot of players. About time people start blaming players. I knew this was coming. I knew he was going to say that. I knew it. And that's why I even said what I said. I will agree with this. I will agree with that. Yes, Tage Thompson is injured. I screwed that up. Shoot me. What the fuck? I made a mistake. I make a lot of them. I knew he was coming at that. I'm sorry, Robert. At some point, you know what? Stop. I stop. Ding, ding, ding. Edmonton blamed the coach. And everybody else said it was the players. Got a new coach, and now Edmonton's turned it around and playing right. Is it because the players played better? Or because the coach came in with a different message and changed some things and got them playing the way that he thought they should? I disagree with that so much, Kevin. Kevin, if you want guys to just be two-way players, we're going to get beat every effing night. This is not a two-way league anymore. In fact, you want to see how much this isn't a two-way league? Go look at the game against the Wild. They played so much defense that they couldn't play any offense. The Wild wrapped them up all night long. They never got in the zone. The Wild played a very stifling zone man defense that absolutely kept them bottled up all night long. I don't make little mental errors. I make big fucking ones. I do it all the time. I'm sorry. I think that Kevin, I see what you're saying, but I also look at he's got nobody with him to help him. How many times has he entered the zone and there's nobody there? I opened up a Pandora's box here. Oh, I'm wound up, but I'm going to stop. It's not going to do me any good. You're honestly not trying to rile you up. Already done. Already done. Our identity is our goaltending. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Bennington played a hell of a game against Minnesota. Yet I've seen in some of the groups people saying how bad Bennington was. We need to put Hoffer in, or we need to bring up one of the other goalies. Bob, why stop? Why stop? I mean, it doesn't matter anymore. Really, it doesn't fucking matter. Can't have offense if you lose the puck. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. Right? Bennington has given up goals. Let me see. Bennington's goals against is. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull the numbers up here. Bennington has given up 43 goals in 16 games. I'd say 4 of them were goals you can go, Bennington should have had that one. That one was on Bennington and not a team goal. I honestly believe that. You know, now Hoffer's given up 19 in 8 games, and I think probably 9 to 10 are on him. It's, Bob, when you see the same thing for 2 years, actually 3 years, with the players that have changed. Look at the player turnover, and yet we're seeing the exact same thing. Look, we're seeing the same thing. Here we go. Now I'm going to throw this out at you. You look at this team now to what it was at the beginning of last year. And this is the exact same team that we had at the beginning of the last year. Their record is almost the same at this point in the season. Yet you look at the players that are gone. They haven't gotten better. They haven't gotten worse. At what point do you say, maybe that's coaching? Right? You lost Tarasenko, O'Reilly, Nikola, Barbashev, Akari. And who have you brought back? Who'd you bring back? You brought in Varna. You brought in Kapanen. And they played really well. Played really well when they first came in. Now all of a sudden they're not. You brought in Hayes. Hayes is not fit in, except Hayes has had a couple games lately, but a lot of you were calling for his head. I'd bring back Barbie too. Converting power. Absolutely. Yeah, that would make a world of difference. I absolutely agree there. I'd bring Tarasenko back in a heartbeat. Yeah, I kind of can see that. I don't know. Those guys with that talent are doing much better elsewhere. O'Reilly's having a career year. Tarasenko was up, he's kind of back down, but that whole team is having issues. Barbie having a career. I'm not sure where Mikkola is. I'm not sure where Mikkola is, to be honest. I haven't heard much about him. And I think I'm not sure. Akari went to, I forget where he went, but Akari's having a decent season wherever he went. So they go to different teams and they do better. There you go. Bob, you know what? I'm going to throw this out to you, Bob. You coach. If you have a system, if you put in a system, and it's obvious that the players don't have the talent for that system, or don't get that system, or that system's not working, a quarter into the season, do you continue to use the same system or do you change it up? Because he's an offensive player in a defensive system, Kevin. He didn't finally wake up. He finally said, fuck the defense, and played offense. He says, why am I playing defense when everybody's bitching at me because I'm not giving them any offense? That's what he's doing. It's not that he woke up. He said, fuck the defense. I'm going to play my game. He'll get punished for it sooner or later. Record-wise, we're not. Record-wise, we're right in the same spot. Record-wise, I think we're in the exact same spot. I'm sorry. I see a system out there that does not correspond to these players. That's what I see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the fucking idiot. Who knows? I'm not getting paid $5 million to coach him, so I guess I really am. Maybe I shouldn't say a thing. I should be the rah-rah that other people want me to be. That I've had so many people drop me and block me because I'm not rah-rah, because I bitch and I complain and I'm nothing but a blowhard. I did do a TikTok today. Don't know if many saw it. I did one today. Maybe we could play it real quick. We got a few minutes before the thing starts. I got 220 views. Yes. Yesterday's got 760. So I'll be honest. I mean, we can talk about that later, but I'll be honest. What pissed me off about that whole thing is not one fucking person went to my defense. Not one. At least that I saw. Doesn't mean that somebody did and I didn't see it. But the way I saw it, first of all, I don't even know where my name got mentioned. He brought it out of nowhere. And nobody called him out. That's how I felt about it, to be honest. Here we go. Today's TikTok. Hey, Blues fans, it's Guy from the BlueNote Fan Report. How are you guys doing today? Today, the Buffalo Sabres are going to take on our St. Louis Blues at Enterprise Center. They'll be honoring Pierre Turgeon and Ken Hitchcock, who were recently inducted in the NHL Hall, or the Hockey Hall of Fame. I shouldn't call it the NHL Hall of Fame. The Hockey Hall of Fame. Our St. Louis Blues are at, let me double check, 11, 9-1, 23 points. I think that's 1 point. Yep, 1 point above 500. And the Buffalo Sabres come in at 10-2, right at 500, 22 points. After a lackluster performance against the Minnesota Wild, where they lost 3-1, Craig Berube is searching for something. He's mixing lines. He's doing all kinds of things. The thing he's not doing is playing offensive hockey. He's concentrating so much on defense that it's actually hurting us, right? You need to concentrate on offense. You need to have, during that game, behind, they were outshot in the third period. They were outshot 34-23, if I remember shouldn't
correct.
They be?
Right? Are some ridiculous number like that. You're going to be, when you play defensive hockey, you give up a lot of shots. It doesn't afford you to get through the neutral zone good. It doesn't give you that opportunity. And Minnesota played a very stifling defense. They played a man zone, and it worked. They were all over the Blues. The Blues couldn't get anything set up. Power play. Game's about to start, so I'll go ahead and pull that off. Maybe you enjoyed it. Maybe you didn't. This team should be a cup contender. How many Stanley Cup winners are on that team right now? 4 or more? At least 4. 5? No, Falk came after. You have Parayko. You have Parayko, Kyrou, Thomas, Bennington. Who else? There's more, right? Is there more? Bushnevich, no. Kyrou, yes. Shin was here then. Falk wasn't. Hayes wasn't. Saad has cups. Kapanen, I don't know if he has cups or not. Sundqvist was here. He has a cup. You look at all the guys. Kyrou was here. I think Kyrou, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought Kyrou was on the team then. I don't look at I don't know, because when Turgeon played, I was overseas, so I have a hard time looking at Turgeon and calling him a Blue. That's the one that I struggled with.
Let me see here. He played 16 games that season, so but I don't think he played any playoff games. So if you want to say that he didn't win a cup, but I'm pretty sure he got a ring. I don't think he got his name on it, but I'm pretty sure he got a ring. Right? Yeah, he didn't play in the playoffs that season. So, are they doing Hockey Fights Cancer Night tonight? Okay.
Combined with your support, we will supercharge fundraising and accelerate cancer research together. Tonight, we come together in support of patients and their families who are braving their fight.
I think he did, but I could be wrong.
Although the players of the Buffalo Sabres and the Blues will battle it out on the ice tonight, when it comes to the fight against cancer, we are all in this fight together.
I'm sure there's some people out there that would not mind me being off the air, never doing this show again at all. In fact, I know it. I've been told that.
And remember the loved ones we have lost from this devastating disease.
Oh, nope, Ruby's there.
Thank you. To learn more about hockey,
yes, he did.
Powered by the V Foundation, and see how you can support the cause, visit hockeyfightscancer.com.
You know, Bob, something crossed my mind earlier today. I might bring it up on the intermission. Right? I was thinking about something, because I'm having a pretty bad mental day, and yeah, things that have happened to me and things people have said and that have been bothering me.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red-glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Game time. Hopefully, I'm not too far back. I am on.
For me personally,
I am on Hulu today.
It's also a great honor for the players that I coached.
Now in front off, Steve, he scores! Steve has done it again! Overtime heaven!
You don't think when you start your career that I'm going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. You don't. It's just, if I could play hockey, I'll be happy.
He's in front, the back end, he scores! The end
And I'm really proud of the fact that I did a decent job in all in when they say Hockey Hall of Fame, that's what they mean, all those.
Many great memories during my career, and special thanks to my coaches, trainers, teammates, friends, and fans. Thank you et bonne soirée.
Dun, 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 dun. Thank you to Aaron Niels, Russ Tidland, Ken Hartong, Jose Figueres, Aaron Coulter, Jason Nichols, and Joe Butler.
To win the Jack Adams Award. He currently ranks 4th on the NHL's all-time wins list and 2nd in Blues history. Let's hear it for 2023 Hockey Hall of Fame inductee, Ken Hitchcock.
Mr. Hitchcock.
He proudly wore the Blue Note for 5 seasons and ranked 16th in franchise history in points. He is also one of only 6 players in team history with 2 playoff overtime game-winning goals, a 4-time All-Star, and ranked 34th on the NHL's all-time points list. Let's hear it for 2023 Hockey Hall of Fame inductee, number 77, Pierre Turgeon.
Got something for you guys here in a second.
We now welcome Blues captain Braden Shen and Sabres captain Kyle Oposo to join them at center ice for a ceremonial puck drop.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm getting there. Here you go. There are your winners.
Let's hear it again.
Erickson and E with their guests. They're at the game. They're showing it, saying thanks, Guy, and I say thank you to them.
And great to see a couple of Hockey Hall of Famers and hockey legends drop the ceremony.
What is it? 3 of the it's either 3 or 4 of the top 5 guys in wins coach St. Louis. I think it's 4. I can't remember who the 4 leaders in wins are, but I think 3 of them or 4 of them coach the Blues, right? I know you got Hitchcock, Hitchcock, Quinville, and Bowman, and then I think there's one more. Trotz is the only one that didn't, right? Let's see here. Here we go. Top line against top line.
Thomas, Neibours, and Neibours against Skinner, Middlestat, and Alex Tuck. First of 2 meetings this year. And set with the opening face-off, won by Buffalo. And now back for Matthias Samuelsson to the Blues.
Trying to pull something up here.
Now tipped by Neighbors. And that goes all the way down.
Actually, okay, 3 of the top 4 have coached in St. Louis.
Snaps it on the middle stat. He comes in. And a drop pass and a fan on. Shot there by
Yeah, 3 of the top 4. Trotz is the only one that didn't.
Yeah, you got to watch out for the Sabres on transition. If you turn the puck over in the neutral zone, they're headed north in a hurry.
And Skinner has great numbers against the Blues. 12 goals in 19 games. And now it's Middlestat for Buffalo. That's thrown in now by
I'm trying to see. I don't know where Berube is on this overall list.
Hayes off the boards and out. Hayes on left wing.
He is 58 with 279 wins.
Back of the goal. That is center.
Excuse me.
Turned away. At the line, Krug shoots it. Rebound, Shen wide open. And a great sprawling.
Oh, great save there.
On Shen.
Wow.
Save.
Yes, Thompson is injured. I screwed that up. Yay me.
But Pekka does a great job of staying with it, staying with Brady Shen. But the key here, Torrey Krug, just a quick shot to the net. Rebounds, you never know what could happen. Watch this save here. Brady Shen does a great job of cradling this here. Toe drags it around. He thinks he's got it.
Oh, man, if you could have gotten that up just a little bit.
By the Sabres net, mind you. Brady Shen denied. That'd be frustrating with that, but still a heck of a move to get that opportunity.
Oh!
Brandon Saad, right off.
Side! He was due! Ooh, ooh, ooh! Sod, sod, sod! Soddy, 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 sod! Off the face-off!
No bones about it here. Great face-off.
Oh, he just took it and shot it. Moved, gave him some. Oh, screen goalie. Greenway was right there in front of him. Wow. There we go. We needed that. Sod and Sundquist.
His fourth of the year, his first goal in 12 games, right off the face-off. After Sundquist won it cleanly.
How am I doing in fantasy today? Don't know. I was killing the week. I dropped that some. He's caught up. Oh yeah, he has. I've gotten 2 goals today. Who did I get goals from? Got a goal from Fabry, and I got a goal from Sherratt for Detroit. Yay me! They're up 4-1 over Chicago. I didn't do. But he's got 2 goals and an assist. So he's up in assists, and we're tied in points. That's why it's changed a little bit. I was up in plus minus now. He's got me. I'm way behind in shots and goal. Now he's got a power play point, so that took some away. Hopefully I can pick up some power play points today.
And now into the zone for Alexandrov, but the play is off.
I'm not sure where he got his power play point from. Oh, he got it from Mitch Marner. He's got a good team. Me and him both have decent teams, so it all depends.
It's a great shot by Brandon Saad through traffic. Plaza Tire goalie Cam here from above, off the shoulder and into the net.
As Sundquist won that faceoff cleanly from Peyton Krebs. Now Torchenko in there with Sammy Blay. In Alexandrov in place of Jacob Brana. Also on defense, Tyler Tucker takes the spot of Scott Brunovich. Now the Blues working low, Alexandrov and Torchenko. Number 10 is Henry Jokiharju. Big Finnish defenseman back of the goal for Owen Power. One of 3 first overall picks on defense for Buffalo. This is Olofsson across center ice. Buffalo coming off a 5-1 victory Monday against the Rangers. Although on Saturday they lost to the Devils 7-2 to open their 4-game road trip. So like St. Louis, Jamie, they have been up and down this year.
Yeah, they have those games. You know, they lose big. I think that Don Burnett
who knows? They may just do that.
Now Jeff Skinner, long pass, middle set. He comes in. Watched there by Krug. Defended well by Krug. And now Skinner worked over by Thomas. And Buffalo with it. Pass back. Here's Dahlin. Swings and misses. Picked up by the Blues, but Krug's pass tipped. And then Skinner. Slot pass across for Middlestat. And then back to Dahlin. Runs out of racetrack there. Sabres keep it alive, though. Here's some Skinner in front. He can't get a shot. And then Samuelson right on goal, and a blocker saved by Binnington. Middlestat trying to center. Off the skates of Falk, and now Pavel Buchnevich.
Oh, bad pass, Buchnevich. There you go. That's the biggest issue right now, getting out of the zone. There, you got our top line trapped in the zone. This is what offensive hockey does right here. Our top line is trapped in the zone and can't do anything. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
This is Jeff Skinner. Now Skinner dangling. And a pass back. And a shot blocked there by Tucker. And the Blues trying to get to it. But Neibours can't. And it stays in. Now Tucker around for Hayes. And the pass off a stick stays in there. Here comes Zach Benson, the 18-year-old shot. And that's high. And the Blues with it. And now Jordan Kyrou. Spinning away from forechecking. And here he comes. Kyrou to the middle now. Fires it.
Oh, nice shot by Kyrou there. He just said, I'm going to do it myself. I watched him. I watched him to see if he had a turnover.
And former Blue Eric Johnson. On for Benson. Back to Johnson, who was signed as a free agent. After spending a
No, it is turnovers that are keeping us from getting it out.
Sabres and Peyton Krebs, number 19. Check there. Shin gets it free. Scandella. And now for Hayes, who played a lot of left wing last year in Philly, Jamie, so it's not an unfamiliar spot.
Now they're looking to get the big man involved in on the forecheck for sure.
Oh, there's a trip. Kyrou just got tripped. And okay, they called it.
And I think Greenway, the former Wild winger, will get a trip.
There, oh, we might get a Lance sighting. Might get a Lance man.
Penalty to number 12. 2 minutes for tripping. Blues will get a chance to get going on the power play.
Oh, no. Our league worst power play. Can we turn it down?
Stick gets kind of lodged in the middle there. A little bit of a can opener there.
You know what, Bob? I have a feeling if you didn't coach, if you didn't coach, you would not be so on the players. You would be on the coach. Because I kind of remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't you pretty hard on Hitchcock? Wow, we got a power play goal. How the fuck did that happen?
The captain gets on the board, was denied a little bit earlier. Not this time.
Thomas, thank you. Power play point and an assist. I needed that. Can't wait till this changes. Oh, that went right off his back.
Boy, oh boy, puts that right top shelf, Johnny, where they keep the good stuff.
He had grazed his shoulder and then caught the top corner, as you saw. Shin gets it.
Bob Stradamus.
And a power play goal. Only the second of the home ice this year. Now Dahlin shot. Tipped just wide by Olsen. So the Blues leading 2-0.
Actually, when I first read that, I thought that said they're human tonight. The mighty Shin.
And Binnington makes the body save on Olsen. Olsen again in front. Flipped a bit, and he draws a minor. Here's Dahlin back at the line.
Uh-oh, Blues going on the penalty kill.
On this delayed penalty. Now the Sabres play it back. And Samuelson again. Now on the wing for Olofsson. He waits. And still loose there. And the Blues do touch it. And now a hooking minor against St. Louis.
Hooking.
Well, we'll find out here.
Hey, Bob, don't you wish that you only got 2 minutes for hooking?
St. Louis Kelly, number 13. 2 minutes for hooking.
Torp. The torpedo. Hooked them.
Down low here, comes crashing down. Now he goes stick on stick there.
Where was the hook?
Must have seen it in the hand from that angle. It's tough to say.
Where was the hook?
On top of the stick, but either way, they're in the box.
Saad did.
15.9% on the year, ranked 25th. This is Middlestat. To the goal line for Tuck. Alex Tuck now to Middlestat. They play catch to the slot, hit by Buchnevich.
Shorty. 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 Nice to Scott. Sandy Gardner. Tammy Frankie, thank you.
Leads the Sabres with 4 power play goals. That's hit by Binnington. And cleared
Oh, nice little play by Bennington there. Oh, that would have popped over. Oh, we're in trouble. Darlene just got hit hard.
That is tough news for Buffalo. They're already missing their number one center, former Blue Tage Thompson, who blocked a shot on November 14th and is.
I seem to remember you being pretty hard on Hitch. I could be wrong.
Than we initially thought for Darlene, but without Thompson, they're missing a key ingredient up front. They can ill afford to lose this guy.
Yeah, he's a franchise defenseman for the Sabres. Looks like he's doing okay. But
Darlene.
One-on-one perfect. I mean, textbook here. And then the stick gets caught in between the legs on that. Watch it here. Torrey Krug's not trying to do that.
Oh.
Actually, the stick is caught between the legs, kind of twists up.
Oh, wow. Krug's going to get. I'm surprised Krug didn't get a penalty for that.
Was not seriously injured on that play. But that was a great one-on-one by Torrey Krug.
Sabres have already used 26 different skaters and 4 goaltenders this season. So
they've had a lot of energy.
Now Owen Power back to get it. Former Michigan Wolverine. First overall pick in 2021. Now to Skinner.
I know. Well, I will say this. I know you were really hard on Yo. I know when in 18-19 when I first started doing this stuff, that when you were one of the guys calling for Yo's head. I do remember that. Yo shouldn't be coaching. He was bad in Minnesota, stuff like that. I do remember that. Maybe that's what I'm getting mixed up, but I do remember that.
First round pick in 2019. And now Power drifts in. Cousins one of 13 former first round picks on the roster. Not all by Buffalo. As Power dusts it off. Now for Cousins.
They're just standing, letting them do nothing.
Here's Benson.
Nobody challenging the puck.
Number 77, J.J. Paterka to the line. And it stayed in there. Cousins shoots it. And a save by Bennington. The fans thought that came out. But the linesman ruled otherwise. Now Owen Power across.
I'll say it's no worry. Bob, come on, man. Don't be like that. Killed it. I love you, Bob. You know that, right? You know you're one of those people that I consider a very close friend, even though we've met once, twice, once.
Makes trucks for everyone, like those with holiday spirit and those with not so much. We make trucks for good Samaritans, good neighbors, and even people covered in tree sap. Whatever life you live this holiday, Ram has a truck for you.
During the Ram Black Friday sales event, get 10% below MSRP, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on virtually all 2023.
I need another assist, and I need another power play point. Oh. Oh.
How do I do it all? With a little help. And to support my family's immune health, I choose Airborne.
Well, I got Wedgwood starting tonight against Calgary. Maybe I shouldn't have started Bennington. Glad I did so far. No.
Beautifully done. My voice is really high when I cry.
Disney's Wish, now playing only in theaters.
Bob. Etsy. Bob.
ESPN Plus Originals.
2-0. Thanks to Braden Shen, the captain. We look at the face-off play here. Torrey Krug takes middle ice just like he should. Pulls that defender. Braden Shen takes ice just like he should. And then aggressively gets the shot up over the shoulder to Jake Neighbours.
I don't know. Matlow's mad at me. He hasn't shown up much anymore.
At the same time. But a beautiful Beautiful shot, nice power play for the Blues.
And that goal means the Gateway Honda dealers will donate another $500 to the Make-Wish Foundation of Missouri. That is blocked by Kevin Hayes. Draws a minor, and a 2-on-1.
2-on-1.
And then back to Hayes. And now touched by the
And they give it up. Well, we're going back on the power play.
back on the power play.
That big Kevin Hayes gets out in the shot lane. Darlene tries to find a hole or a seam. Doesn't get that opportunity. Kevin Hayes gets it, gets on a bit of a breakaway on that one, creating a 2-on-1. Kevin Hayes get right out in the shot lane, makes himself big too. That's the way you're going to do it. If you're going to block the shot, you got to make.
Come on, we need another one.
Get a piece of that puck, and Kevin Hayes did.
Where are we at now on the? Oh, Matlow's here! Yay! So we are now 7 for 65. I think we're just over 10% for the first time all season.
And now for Neibours. To the line to Cruz. He sets up. Now to the captain. Get a shot. Puck loose. Now Thomas with it. Here's Cruz shooting one, and he just missed from 40 feet away. And Robert Thomas hustles to keep it alive. Not for long, though. And that's tipped down by Peyton Krebs.
Blues look way more assertive tonight. They're moving the puck with a purpose, tape to tape, quick. It's tough for the.
You're disappointed. Why are you disappointed in me? Why are we disappointed? I want to hear this.
Came in 1 for 22. Now back to Cruz. Thomas sets up to the goal line. Thomas gets it back from Neibours. Deals it back to Cruz. Now Thomas.
Oh, whoosh in. If you were there, it was in. That could have been my second power play point.
Blues second unit hits the ice here. They got some speed, some intensity. Torrey Cruz going to break it up. He'll get a change and see if the next unit can go to work.
And now Kevin Hayes into the zone. Here's Sod on the wing. That's picked off by the veteran Kyle Oposo. And Oposo will pick an opening and shoot it down the ice.
I'm waiting to find out why he's disappointed in me. This is going to be good.
Quickly on to Hayes. And that backhand pass goes out of play at the Buffalo bench.
Going to be good. I can't wait to hear this one.
Toyota keys to the game and establish the forecheck, maintain the forecheck, however you want to word it. Blues have to do that, and also limit your neutral zone turnovers. You've seen the Sabres.
Hey, on my Facebook tomorrow, I'm going to put out a big old happy birthday for my youngest daughter, Maya. She, I won't say how old she is, but tomorrow is her birthday. Please, 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 on my Facebook, say it on there because I know she doesn't follow her Facebook, but I would appreciate that. I look at the Blues in 8-game segments, 10%.
And the puck goes out of play. The Blues had one shot on that power play. What a look late.
One shot on the power play. So now we are 7 for 67.
For the holidays at NHLShop.com, the official online store of the NHL and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear. Shop now and get today's special.
Let's see here.
NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Let's order the usual more.
We're at 10.4%.
Let's keep our money in our community.
Yay!
Let's preserve what
It's still last in the league, but I'm pretty sure it is. Well, no, we were 30th, so maybe we moved up just a little bit. Not much. We have scored 6 shorthanded goals. We finally have more power play goals than we have shorthanded goals.
Like those with holiday spirit. And those
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh Milo. Oh Milo.
On virtually all 2023 Ram light duty and heavy duty pickup trucks. Visit your local Ram dealer today.
Keep it quilted means you keep it the best. 3 layers of plush comfort you can see and feel. Keep it quilted keeps the mood and puts your comfort
Live Sports.
It's a nice screen on the Blues. Second goal scored by Braden Shen. Well, the Blues are coming off their dad's trip, and a couple of the dads are stuck around, including Jake's dad, Ed Neibours. How much fun was that dad's trip for you?
I got to tell you, it was just a blast. The Blues treated us very well. Dads and the guys are all great. We just had a lot of fun, a lot of good laughs, lots of good stories.
A lot of hockey dads are listening and watching right now. It takes you back to old times, right? Going on the youth hockey trips and spending time in the hotels.
Absolutely, yeah. It's there's a little bit of throwback to that, just with a bunch of older guys. But yeah, we just had fun. We hung out. We got to go watch some practice, go to the rink, follow what they do in the day. Is pretty cool.
No question. And you saw his first multi-goal game of his career. Beautiful couple goals in Chicago. What's it like to see him having so much success right now and score a goal while you're in attendance there in Chicago?
Well, it's obviously it's very exciting.
Different situations, bud. Complete different situations. Looks like Thomas. Oh, Neighbours. Thomas got an assist on that, though. Two different situations. You got to look at the situations, bud. And you have been so anti-Binnington. Everything that happens is Binnington's fault. Everything that happens. You look at those 14 shots. Okay, did he give up 5 on 14? I don't think it was 5 on 14, but whatever it was, we'll go back and look at them, right? And then go look at that quote, that 3-on-1, and look at it again, and tell me that he shouldn't have had it. Oh, I'm hypocritical now. Okay. Hi, Anthony.
Oh, what a great opportunity that was for Ed Neibours. Just a fantastic guy, and then he gets to see his son score live while he's talking to Andy.
There's Johnson, a shot, and a save by Binnington. And the puck ahead, and now gobbled up by Kevin Hayes. So the goal by Neibours at 10:59, and he's red hot, as we have documented.
I like that.
7 games. Sundqvist dangles in.
He is a goal scorer, and we need him to be a goal scorer.
Now back for Scandella. Here's Kapanen. Seam pass, looking for Tucker, and that was off his leg. Buddy and Buchnevich get the assist on that last goal.
And I'm saying it wouldn't be. I'm saying if Binnington gave up that same goal, I would be just as hard on him. I am saying that I would. I've called Binnington out on goals. I said that at least 4 of the goals that he's given up have been on him. Where I think on Hoffer, it's closer to 9 or 10.
By the way, he was not feeling well today. He's been under the weather a bit the last week or so he was not at the rink this morning, but there was really no doubt he'd coach tonight, Mr. Rivers.
No, absolutely not. Chief, are you kidding me? He ain't missing a game, not for anything.
Now Tucker with it, off the boards.
I wish Ashley he was here, because she'd tell you, I'm normally really hard on Benner.
Former NHLer Shel Samuelson down the ice. Here's Darlene. Now for Krebs. At his pocket picked by Franco. Blues overskated though. And now Oposo looking low. He has scored goals in 3 straight games. And now for Krebs. Oposo. That's a line, Darlene.
That's on Binnington. That was on Binnington. I'll put that right there. He should have had that one. I'll put that right on him. He should have had that.
One-timer there. Jordan Binnington moving side to side. The Sabres do a good job of moving that puck Low to high, and then back up to high here with some rotation.
Oh, absolutely. He was not screened. He should have had that.
It's not easy for Jordan Binnington to see around that guy, and he does a good job of taking away the.
Looked like it hit the post and hit him and went in, but I think he should have had that.
Maybe screened a bit by Torpchenko. Tough to tell. Either way, Dahlin gets the goal. His 5th of the season.
Fair enough.
Last year at 73 points.
I'll leave your comment up there. Fair enough.
History by a defenseman. Only Phil Housley, the former Blue, had more points in 1 year. And that makes the score 3-1.
That's some pretty good company, too, John. Phil Housley, as we know, Hall of Fame defenseman, played here for a little bit. But boy, could he play offensively.
Yes, he could. So the score now 3-1. As Dahlin gets it from Oposo and Krebs. Now the Sabres to center ice. Here's Middlestead. He has points in 5 straight games. That's scooped up by Binnington. Then he melts it down for the whistle. Well, the Blues get the first 3 goals, including.
Well, to be fair, your purpose sometimes is just to get me wound up.
Ram makes trucks for everyone. Like those with holidays.
I tried watching that. I haven't been able to watch it so far.
We make trucks for good Samaritans, good neighbors, and even people covered in tree sap. Whatever life you live this holiday, Ram has a truck for you.
That Miller trade.
Get 10% below MSRP, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on virtually all 2023 Ram light duty and heavy duty pickup trucks. Visit your local Ram dealer today.
Please be a phone. Please be a phone. Is it a phone?
Ooh, it smells like a catnip toy from Chewy.
That's not a phone.
Get up to 40% off gifts that bring the most joy at Chewy.
This is better than toilet paper.
Get great deals on gifts that deliver excitement at Chewy.
Audiences are falling in love with Disney's Wish. Certainly got my attention.
For you, Matt Lowe.
The film is absolutely magical. You're a star.
I love it. That was good. True classic, beautifully done.
My voice is really high right now. Now playing only in theaters.
We're building a better postal service for more on-time deliveries and affordable ways to ship, so you can deliver and enjoy the United States Postal Service, delivering for America.
Sports. St. Louis Blues hockey is presented in part by Dobbs Retired Auto Centers. The real deal for real deals. And by Chevrolet, the #1 selling in the St. Louis area. Find yours at your Mid-America Chevy dealers.
Back here at Price Center, Blues up 3-1. Hall of Fame coach Ken Hitchcock taking in the game from up top. I guarantee that he's taking notes up there right now, and he'll be looking to slide those notes to Craig Berube. He can't help himself.
Yeah, well, he still works.
If you're not laughing now, you will never laugh.
Payroll lives in Southern California.
Oh, my goodness.
Dahlin away from the foreshaking of Shin.
I got to pull that off and make that a reel.
Cousins down the wall to the middle. Poked away by Corey Cruz. And now recovered by Cousins. In front tip. Saved by Binnington.
Saved by Binnington.
Saved there on the young kid Benson.
Blues netminder standing tall down there. Unfortunate little turnover at the blue line here. Braden Shen and Jordan Kyrou get tangled up. The Sabres turn it quickly, but Jordan Binnington tracking the puck here. Plus a tired goalie cam. Look at that. Great movement. And then
Oh, Thomas didn't get an assist on that?
Fantastic save.
Jamie Benson is an 18-year-old.
Oh, from Letty and Bushnevich. Oh, I thought Thomas got an assist on that.
Played with Winnipeg in the Western League last year, but
He was on the ice.
18-year-old,
Okay.
as we know, playing the NHL.
No, certainly. He's an exceptional talent. His very first NHL goal was one of those between the legs, up off the crossbar. So he's got some game.
Yes, he does. Now it's Oscar Sundqvist. He's got some game. Back for Parayko. Slap pass. Tipped by Kapanen. Off the glass. Now Owen Power. Checked by Sundqvist. Gets it free now. Back for Letty. Letty a drive, and that goes wide of Lukanen. Now it's Sundqvist again on this third line tonight. Sod under some pressure from the Sabres, and at number 62, the rookie, Isak Roseanne. And the Blues chip it with 4.5 to go in the first period.
I like the Blues.
Come on, you got to admit, that was you would never have expected that in a million years. That's the sailor. The sailor in me just came out.
Now this from the Auto Loan Pro.
Robert Thomas, you're my favorite pro.
You know, I might be a hockey pro, but he's a pro too.
I got to, after today, I got to go find that little section, pull it out, and make a reel out of that.
Good body, good stick on Okposo. Alexandrov, here's where you slash support, coming across. Right to the net. Narrowly missing on that.
Using his great outside speed.
Yeah, he loves to drive the net. I like that. That speed. Great effort.
Tough to defend, isn't it, Jimmy?
It's a horrible thing to try and defend guys like that.
Oh, gets it right.
Wow, that should have been a goal. That was a bad turnover right there, and I think that was Buchnevich that gave it away.
Had a great chance there. He has 8 goals on the year. Now the Blues another odd man break. Here comes Neibours for Buchnevich.
Oh, and a pass too hard for Buchnevich. Come on, guys. Don't quit screwing these breaks up.
Then back into Blues territory. And settled by Falk. Blues being outshot 14-6, but lead 3-1. Here's Krug.
They're being outshot 14-6.
Kevin Hayes gets it to the Blues. Kyrou centers it. Shin in the area, never got it. And then Owen Power on it for Buffalo. Shift to center off Falk. And now played by Krug. Quick up pass to Hayes. Now Kevin Hayes. Little stutter step move on Power. Gets it back of the goal for Shin. Shin gets away from his man. That is Dylan Cousins. And then Kyrou. What a pass at the line for Falk. He'll pump it around back of the goal. And now Shin there. In a battle with Owen Power. And Power gets it free for Yoki Haru. There's Krug at the Blues line. Turn back the other way.
Oh man, I'm still trying to breathe.
Trying to go to Kyrou. That's off a skate.
2:30 to go. Another bad turnover.
And the Sabres and JG Paterka rather. Ends up back in the Blues goal. Grab by Scandella. Up and down we go. In a fast-paced first period. And now Kapanen darts in. Spins one low.
Oh my goodness.
And now grabbed by Sod. That comes back on the wing. Kapanen there, but the Sabres get it. And they fire it down the ice. And here's to his partner, Scandella. Nice pass.
Oh.
And he walks in. Shoots it on the short side. Saved by Luukkonen. Back of the goal. It's Greenway there for Buffalo. Around, kept in by Parayko. To the net, tipped by Sundqvist. And a save by Luukkonen. Now back for Nick Leddy. Parayko's wide open. He comes in. A drive and a save by Luukkonen. Held in by Leddy.
When he fires that shot, he needs to look at it just a little bit better.
Around back for Sundqvist. Here's Leddy.
I don't think he's actually aiming at the net anymore. There he was.
And a blocker save. And then tipped by Sundqvist. Eric Johnson trying to find an open teammate. With 70 seconds left in the first period.
Bob wishes he had any hair.
Peyton Krebs, and he'll go off in a line change. Here's Daldine ahead for Samuelson. Now the Sabres entered cleanly. Roseanne shoots it, and a glove save by Binnington. And we get a stoppage. We'll get comfy this holiday season with a festive 108 Stitches hoodie or Zephyr knit. Head to STLathletics.com for these great looks.
Oh man, he got a hat trick on me. Marner got a hat trick today.
For the Blues fan in your life.
Natural. Well, I don't know if natural, but he's got all three of Toronto's goals. Wow. That's killing me.
You rolling up to my front door singing Christmas carols?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Just to get the Rivers family in the holiday season.
Absolutely. Little eggnog.
Right. Or whatever. Now, Robert Thomas for the Blues. Here's Neighbours. And then back to Krug. 40 seconds left in the period. Nice backhand feed by Krug. That goes by Neighbours, though. And that'll go all the way down for an icing call.
Well, this will be a big face-off here for the Blues. You know, the
33 seconds to go. Up 3-1. Shots are 15-8 in favor of Buffalo.
Down here on the table. Better be ready to win this face-off.
Robert Thomas against Middlestadt. Thomas won 69% of the draws in Minnesota on Tuesday.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I didn't have the right buttons pushed. Again. Uh-oh. Oh, no, he took him down. Possible. Yeah, White Cap, go eat sliders in the Navy and then talk to me about gas. Ugh. There we go. So they end up ending the first period up 3-1. Blues are outshot 15-8. They are 1 for 2 on the power play, and the penalty kill is 1 for 1. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Goals by Saad, Neighbours, and Chin. Chinner with the power play goal. Right. And if you didn't see the ball tug, oh my goodness, you need to go back and watch the ball tug. Matt Lowe, I don't think in a million years you thought that was going to happen. Oh my goodness. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Hey, bud. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Have you been watching the show?
No, I had to step out to do some things.
Then you missed it.
What happened?
Oh my goodness. Let's just say that I'm going to show you what got put on, and then you can guess from there. Where is it? Here we go. That was a comment.
Hold on. I don't have my glasses. I can't see it.
It says, give your balls a tug.
Great.
You're going to want to go back and look at it, man.
I will.
Just ask anybody. I got to go back and make that a reel. Because I basically stood on my chair and gave my balls a tug.
Great.
Oh, we were having a good conversation, and I just had to go there. Let me see. What do we got for comments? Talking about Whitey's, White Castles. Bob Martin says, "Hey, Lance, how you doing, buddy?"
Not too bad, Robert.
What do you think? What do you think of this period there, bud?
The only thing I think wrong is a little too many shots in my mind. But with the amount of goals they got and the pressure they were putting on the other end, I can't really put it down that much. I just wish they'd cut down on the shots. But the good thing is, a lot of those shots were more than 25 feet out. So.
Yeah. Where did you get that shark shot at? You put in my group that one day.
I'll have to look because there's several places I get stuff like that at.
Yeah, I know. I would look for one on like Natural Stat Trick, and I don't see a shot.
No, it's not. I don't think it's on there.
Yeah. ESPN might have one, but I don't go on ESPN a lot anymore.
Yeah, I don't either.
Excuse me. I mean, the outcome overall, good period. You're up 3-1. It can't be a bad period.
No.
But you give up 15 shots and only take 8. I am concerned. Right? I do put that goal on Bennington. I absolutely put that goal on Bennington. Right? I know it hit the post and then bounced off and hit him, but he was not screened. He was not screened. To me, he should have had that one. You agree with me or disagree?
I thought he was screened a little bit on it. Not terribly, but yeah, he probably wants that one back.
Yeah, I think that he absolutely wants that one back. Robert, man, I can't even talk right now. I'm still trying not to laugh. Lance, I think it's time for prevent. You think it's time to go into that?
I think my thoughts on that one, but you never know. This game is.
Hell, they went into the prevent last game and they were losing the whole damn game.
Yeah. These two teams are very similar. They win big and they lose big.
Yeah, I will say that. They're showing Shin's goal. I thought the Neighbours playing very nice, very nice. When Neighbours plays offensive hockey, God, he can score.
He should have been,
man.
Yeah, he should have been up here more last year.
Right, he's a goal scorer, and not only that, I think Torpachenko's a goal scorer too, and he's just not given that option. But I really do. I think that he is a goal scorer.
I know you do. Yep.
Huh?
I said I know you do.
Right? Do you don't think he's a goal scorer?
No, he's a 10 to 15 goal a year guy. 20 if he's lucky.
Right.
I think he's talented. I really do. I think he's got some skill. I just don't see him as one of these people you can count on for 25, 35, 40 goals a year.
But the thing is that I think he's got that skill, and he's just not allowed to show it. He's not given the opportunity to prove that he could be that guy. Right? Here's a question for you. What does it mean when a team wins big or loses big? What do you mean by that?
Win big, win 5-0. Lose big, lose 8-3. That's what I mean by win big, lose big. Both of these teams, man, when they're on, the offense is really, really good, and you've got to be strong in the neutral zone against Buffalo, because if you're not, it's one pass and they're already down there on your goalie on a 2-on-1, 3-on-1. But yeah, both of these teams this year, I've watched a lot of Buffalo, and they've won big, 5-1, 5-2, and then they've lost big, 6-2, 6-3.
They lost 7-2 to their last game, right?
They lost 7-2. I guess that was 2 games ago.
Okay, he means, what does it say about a team?
What does it say about a team? Well, it can be frustrating to try to look at that and see that because
I know where he's going with this. I know where he's going.
I know what that tells me is that some games guys are really buying in and really playing hard, and other times the guys aren't buying into what's being said. That's the only thing I can think of because you shouldn't have those kind of differences in wins and losses. You really shouldn't.
You're going to have nights where you're
Yeah,
going
you
to get
will.
blown out. You're going to have nights where you blow somebody out.
Yeah.
You're going to have more nights where a game is close. I look at the last game. So I look at the last game against the Wild, 3-1 loss. Would you call that a good loss or a bad loss?
You know me, guy. I don't call any loss a good loss.
Well, see, I disagree with that. I
Yeah,
think you know what?
I-
If you lose 1-0 to the top-ranked team in the league, it's a good loss. I'm sorry,
What does it
that's
get
a
you?
good. That's a definition of a good loss.
What does it get you? Does it get you anything in the standings? Does it help you win the next game? No, those guys move on from that. They don't even think about. They don't pat themselves on the back and say, "Yeah, we kept it close. It was 1-0." Most
You know what? But
professional
no
athletes
coach is
aren't
going to
like
come
that.
in that locker room. No coach is going to come in that locker room after a 1-0 loss to the best team in the league and start yelling and screaming at them and saying you played like crap.
No. If they played well, no, he's not going to do that. No, but that coach doesn't think, man, we lost, but I'm glad it was only 1-0. Coaches and
But
players.
I'm guaranteeing you when Berube came in after that 6-5 win, he wasn't happy.
Probably not.
That's the definition of a bad win right there.
Yeah, I mean, I can just tell you that players and coaches, they don't look at losses as good and bad losses because they don't get you anywhere. I mean,
I disagree with that.
No, if you lose 1-0 and your defense made a bad play on that one goal, or your goalie just wasn't with it on that one goal, you can kind of blame the team a little bit on that. But I played, and I never, when I lost, if I lost 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, I never thought, man, I only allowed two goals. When we lost 2-1, that was a good game. It was a good game for me and stat wise, but it wasn't good for the team. I understand where you're getting at, and some people do look at it exactly like the way you look at it. It's good losses, bad losses. I just don't look at it that way, and I don't think most NHL coaches and players look at it that way.
The reason I disagree was when I hear coaches talk, especially after a tight loss. You hear the difference. You hear the difference in the way they talk after a tight loss and after a blowout. When they get blown out, they come out and they're like, "Oh, we didn't do this and we didn't do that and this and that and that in a bad loss." Well, that are in a tight game. Well, we did this really well. We did that really well. This thing didn't go our way. It's a totally different demeanor.
Yeah, but I've also heard coaches say, it was a close game. We lost 4-3, but we didn't come through on a lot of opportunities. Our defense let in a lot of bad, some bad, chances against our goalie. I've heard a lot of that at 4-3, 3-2, where coaches will say, yeah, we did not get enough out of our opportunities, and we need to play better. Even though it was, I've heard several coaches say that.
All right. But you can see, I get that, but you also can see the demeanor in the coach, the difference between a tight win, a tight loss, and a blowout loss, right?
Now, if the other teams just stop playing you and you're still doing your best you can, and let's say that it's 4-0, and you show something and you come back and it's you almost score the tying goal, or you take it to overtime and get 1 point. Yeah, you're pretty happy with what you got because you shouldn't have won that game. Yeah. But when it comes to bad losses and good losses, and like I said, I understand why you and some people look at it that way. I'm not arguing with you about it. I just don't look at it that way.
Yeah. The Fabry goal, I haven't seen it. I might look at it later.
I saw it.
Was it good?
It was okay.
Fabry Fabry didn't have an opportunity here. He was injured way too much, and they had him back on the ice before that knee was completely healed, and he re-injured it instantly.
Yeah, and he's only played in 9 games this year.
Yeah, he was injured earlier.
Yep, he's
I know
injured.
he's on my fantasy team.
He's just injury prone, and yeah, he scored a good goal tonight. And is it going to be one of the greatest goals scored? No, but he got the puck from about, I'd say, 15 to 20 feet out, and it was a nice shot.
Right. So Bob says Lance Matlow would tell you hi, but he's disappointed at Guy, so I'm saying hi for him. I don't know why he's disappointed now. I mean, after the show I gave him, I can't see him being disappointed. Can't see him being disappointed at all. Temps 23-20 in favor of. Now, see, that's something that's telling. So shots are 15-8 in favor of Buffalo. Attempts are 23-20.
Yep.
So the Blues aren't blocking enough shots, plain and simple. And the Blues are getting their shots blocked. Right. In fact, I'll tell you how many blocks.
Yeah, and they've missed the net several times. I mean, Falk almost scored.
Here, the Buffalo has blocked 4 shots. The Blues have blocked 3. Belay that backwards. The Blues have blocked 4. Buffalo's blocked 3. Buffalo's 3, though, were on a total of 20 shots.
Mm-hmm.
Our 4 was on a total of 23 shots. We're not blocked. We're letting too many shots get through. Right? I got Lance to laugh. I'm leaving on a high note. You're not going anywhere. He undressed the D-man and the goalie. It was decent. I'll watch it later. I'm more worried about our game right now as we get ready to slip into the second period here. Just play like you're playing, and the teams, the Blues have got to get consistent, right?
Yep.
There you go. Hi,
Hello.
Lance, despite Bob from Matlow.
Hello.
Matlow, you got to admit, I gave you the laugh of your laugh of the night tonight. I gave you the laugh of the night.
Yeah, but it could be a laugh of the night, but he could also have a nightmare about it in the middle of the night.
I doubt it. I absolutely doubt it. That was as soon as he said that. See, I didn't realize that he was referencing a TV show. And as soon as he said it, like my sailor came out. I'm like, okay, motherfucker. And I got on my chair and I squeezed my nuts.
Great. Hey, guess what? I finally got it. I ordered a new camera. I got it in tonight, but I just haven't had a chance to set it up.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't anything wrong with my software.
Yeah.
It was the camera was just just glitchy, so I just got rid of it and got another one.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Matt asked for what he got.
Yeah, you can't be upset if you got what you wanted.
We were having an argument on Bennington, and
oh, I see.
Yeah, and I was getting pretty I was getting pretty hot under the collar. He was calling me out pretty heavily. You have me exactly what you gave me exactly what props to you. He was talking about when Bennington gave up 5 goals on 14 shots, and then when Husso gave up the 3-on-1, and I look at that 3-on-1, and I think Husso should have had it. I really do. I thought he lifted his pad too early on that. Right?
Yep.
It really looked like he lifted his leg. If I remember the play right. But Matt Lowe says, you're giving Bennington the benefit of the doubt, but not Husso, and Bennington's been worse than what you think, and I don't.
No, and I will tell you that there's a reason why Edmonton was interested in Bennington. I was told they never called. You were told they did. But there's been other teams interested in Bennington since last year when a lot of people thought he wasn't playing well. And you know what? Teams don't want goalies that they don't think are good enough to be, their starter. So
I was thinking about this. Do you realize how little goalies are actually traded in this league?
It doesn't happen very often, and when it is, it's normally a guy on the fringe of the NHL or a guy that can maybe get you 15 games a year, something like that, 20 games.
It's either a guy just
Yep.
you have too many in the
Are too
background,
old.
or it's an older guy. In
Yep.
fact, I mean, you go back and you look in the last couple of years, only a few goalies have been. I know Marc-Andre Fleury got traded once.
Jonathan Quick.
Quick got traded last year.
Do you know what?
Think of many others. I couldn't think of many others.
Have you watched Quick this year? He looks just as good as he was 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. But then again, he's got that good team in front of him too.
Right. Hoffer, not Husso, did the same. You did the same stuff with Husso. I was backing Husso a lot.
Yeah, he was.
I know I was backing Husso a lot.
Yeah, he was. You were a guy. I remember.
I was harder on Bennington that season than I was Husso.
You were. You and I would go around about that. I remember that.
I was absolutely harder on Bennington than I was with Husso in that shortened season. I know that for a fact.
Hey, did you hear? And this is, you and I have always talked about how there's not a lot of first-round players in the NHL after 5-6 years. Did you hear that the Sabres have 13 first-round picks out on their roster tonight?
Yeah,
that is rare. And they didn't pick all of them, but other teams, they got them through trade and through off-season moves. That's a lot.
Bob, I'm not even gonna address that. You're being a dum-dum. Didn't Dimitra get a blue jacket? He will. They're gonna do that.
Yeah.
In January.
Yep. And I haven't heard if any of his family's going to be there.
Yes.
They are? Okay, because I hadn't heard that yet.
They reached out to her and basically she said she was coming.
Good. That's good. Yep.
So they're gonna try and get something worked out.
I really wish he wouldn't have left the Blues on in a bad blood because they didn't want to pay him very much. Because I think if they would have stuck with him, I think he may have gone down as one of the best Blues.
Oh! You don't call that as a trip?
It should have been.
Oh, you don't call? How do you not call that as a trip?
I don't know.
Wow.
That's terrible.
And then another bad turnover. Yeah, no, that was an absolute. You could see him. Yeah. I mean, he's got his stick right there on his legs. You don't have to put the stick between the legs to make a trip.
I know this is going to make Blues fans mad, but man, I love Rasmus Dahlin. He is such a good. He can play defense and he can score. He's just such a well-rounded defenseman.
Right. No, it sounded like to me because when Keith Tkachuk called her and told her about it,
yep,
he straight up said, we want to get you here.
Yep.
Right, and it sounded like she was all for it. So
that's good. It's good that there's no hard feelings. That people move on and stuff. And
well, I mean, first of all, if I was the Dimitra family, I can understand if there were quote unquote some hard feelings towards the organization in a whole. However, nobody that was part of the organization then.
No.
That had to deal with that. I mean, there's people that have been around.
Oh, yeah.
But none of them that were part of the decision making are still here. So, it's the same thing with Brett Hull, right? The same thing with Brett Hull, right? At one point, once ownership group changed, they reached right back out to Hull. I remember this. This was, had to be. Maybe in the 0-1s. Oh, now the Blues are getting a penalty. Now the Blues get a penalty for tripping.
Tucker gets one.
Yeah. Tucker's getting one. Let me breathe here. I remember this. This had to be in 2001, I think. Right? 2000 2001. I was home. I was home on leave. I think I was switching shifts. I was home for Christmas time, and I went to a game. I was eating. I got again, I was in Japan at the time, so I got tickets like right on the glass, like third row, second row seats, right? And that's when I met Tyson Nash. rows on the seat. I was sitting having dinner with a couple of guys in the lounge in what is now the store.
Yeah.
Was
Yep.
the Blue
Yep.
Note lounge.
Yep.
I
Mhm.
was in the Blue Note, and they were asking me, do you see number 16 in the rafters? And I said, absolutely. And they go, well, after everything that happened, I said that my quote was ownership changes. Right. I knew leadership was going to change. It's inevitable. We've never had that solid family ownership.
Yeah.
That's going to keep this team. We've never
Yeah.
had that.
Yeah.
So
And
because we haven't had that, ownership's going to change.
I also know how Brett Hall thinks. I mean, if he stays with the Blues, let's say, he may not have ever won a Stanley Cup. You know, and so I think he's somewhat thankful that he did go somewhere else to win 2 cups.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like you said, ownership changes, front office personnel changes, GMs change.
Yeah.
I mean, the example of Doug Armstrong being here for 10 plus years, that's rare on a team.
Not in this day and age. It's becoming more the norm to have long-term GMs.
Well, if you look around the league, I don't think there's anyone that's been there for 10 plus years.
Well,
besides him.
He might be. I don't think he's the longest tenured. He might be close to it. But you got to remember, Nashville only had one GM their entire existence until this year.
Well, yeah, but that's Nashville. Edmonton's had a bunch. Toronto's had several.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's some teams that have had more than one, but there's other teams that have been very steadfast in that, and you really need to be. I think you need to be. I think you need to when you get a GM, it's got to be a 10-year commitment. It has to be, because it takes that long. It really does take that long, depending on how you set things up. Right? It says Roland says there are 3 in the league that are longer than Armstrong. That might be true. I don't know. I know he's up there at the top, but it takes that long to really, and then not only that, you look at Buffalo and you look at Edmonton. They've had visions, but they haven't been committed to it. Look at all the talent Buffalo has, and they still keep missing the playoffs. I'm not even going to post that to make sure it doesn't jinx us. If you jinx us, Jason, to me, are they on the power play? I don't think so. Yeah, they are. Buffalo's on the power play right now, right?
Yep.
Or is it over? Can't tell. No, it's over. It's over. Oh, yeah. That's an absolute. You know, when you get hired as a coach, you're being hired to be fired. How many coaches have actually resigned? The last coach that I can think of that resigned his position, that stepped down, is Scotty Bowman.
Nope. Montgomery in Dallas did. He stepped down before they fired him.
Nah, that was a firing.
Yeah,
no,
but
I'm sorry. You can say he stepped down. That was a firing. Okay,
yeah,
that was a polite way of not firing him, right? Either you resigned or we're going to fire you. He had his coaching duties removed from him. I'm sorry that. And look, I like Montgomery. I do. Right. I just have to say that one you gotta look through it. You know what I mean? Right? I think you just gotta look through that because
like all these flashbacks are showing.
Oh yeah. I don't see, for me, I don't look at Turgeon and feel like Turgeon was a Blue. Right? And again, that's not because first of all, he played 5 years here. And it doesn't seem like a lot of time. And then, he played 5 years somewhere else, and then he had a couple other stints. He wasn't like with one team like super long. He was more of a journeyman to me. He quit cold turkey. You're an ass, Bob. I don't, I thought Berube might be gone. I don't think he is. I think that, and I heard someone say this to me, and I can't say who, but he talked about not being able to afford 2 coaches.
Well, do you remember what I said at the beginning of the year? If this team stays around 500, he's not going to get fired.
Yeah, and that's kind of where they're at.
Yeah.
They're a little better than 500, but
Yeah.
I just don't see. Not only that, the expectations for this season amongst the team are we're not going to be any better than we were last year. So bottom 10 team, and the fact that we're in a playoff spot means that we're exceeding expectations. And that's something that I kind of disagree with. Right? I don't think you're exceeding expectations. I think you set the bar so low that you were going to exceed them no matter what. And that may have handcuffed you.
I think a lot of people thought they were going to be much, much better than people were saying, and then there was those that thought, like you said, they weren't going to be as good as they've been playing. That they would be like in number 28th or 29th in the league.
Here's my thing. I look at this team, and I sit there and I look at the talent we have on this team, and I say we should be in the top. We should be challenging for the division. Are we as good as Colorado? No, we are not. Are we as good as Dallas? Yes, I think we are. Are we as good as Winnipeg? Yes, I think we are. In fact, a lot of people thought Winnipeg was going to be junk this year. A lot of people had Winnipeg at the bottom. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think we should be somewhere near second place. And I think our system, and this is my opinion, I think our system handcuffs us a little bit. And maybe you're looking at watching Neibours now and seeing Neibours starting to be that goal scorer that we all know he is. Maybe we're going to be better. Maybe Berube is changing. I don't know. Maybe the players are playing better. I don't know. But I think that we have the talent on this team to get to the second round. That's possible. That's possible. I'm not going to argue that.
Go.
I don't know if we'll be in the playoffs. I think we should be. I do. I think we have the talent. And that hurt. And I'll tell you what, Bennington should have had that one. That is a movie we would only watch in St. Louis. No one else would watch it. And you're going to have a hard time getting the rights to that, especially when players are still playing. It's going to be 10 years before you can make that movie. Oh yeah, he should have had that. Why? Oh my goodness. Look who scored that. Do you see who scored that?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the guy that I wanted on this team to begin with?
Yeah.
Remember during the draft? I
Yeah,
kept saying we should take Benson. We should take Benson. Good goal. Good goal. Solid goal. But I do say that Bennington should have had that. Good move, but I still think Bennington should have had that.
I don't.
Do you think Varna should be getting healthy scratched? Do you think Kyrou should be on the third line? That's my thing. You guys keep saying, you guys put everything on the player and don't look at the system. These are players that are damn good that can't perform. Why can't they perform? Because the system won't let them.
Yep. And how many times have I quoted the best coach all time? You can argue with me if you want to, Scotty Bowman, and I've read his book time and time again, and I've met people that know him, and he is steadfast at saying you have a system, but if you get players, you have to play to their skill set and put them with players that complement each other's skill set. You can't make a power forward or a guy that scores 50 goals become a great. You can't force him to be great defensively. You've got to use the tools he has. You want him to be responsible defensively, but you can't force the guy to do something he's never done and never will do.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Falk just saved the goal there. That's what I'm saying. You guys think I'm saying something else. It's my St. Louis accent. It's really starting to bother me that you guys clam on me about how I say names. It really is. I'm being honest. And I'm frustrated right now. Matt Lowe's got me spun up, so I apologize. Ugh. Yeah, I'm frustrated now.
At the beginning of the year, I said Jacob Vrana wouldn't be back next year, and he won't be.
Oh, no, he won't. I agree
Nope.
with that. Oh, look at Sunquist playing soccer with the puck. He's still playing soccer with the puck. He's got a broken stick, so he's playing soccer with it.
Am I wrong here at watching the second period, and it looks like they're not attacking like they were in the first period?
They're not attacking. They're not. How many times have you seen Kyrou going in the zone all by himself with nobody with him? How many times have you seen that? How many times has he gone into the zone with nobody with him? Nobody to pass to. Nobody coming behind him. Yeah. Ice has tilted. I will agree with that.
Yeah, I think they're fortunate to be ahead after the second period the way it's going.
Oh, yeah. Falk absolutely saved a goal there. 24-9 in shots. That's just ridiculous.
And we're almost halfway through the second period.
I am going next. I promise you, next game, I will not say a word about the system. It will all be about the players. All they will do is talk about how the players play so bad. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Well, you know what's strange is, Guy, I talked to a lot of other people in the NHL, and look at Edmonton. The fans were begging for most of them for their coach to be fired. Columbus, when they had Tortorelli in there, they wanted Tortorelli fired. They didn't blame the players.
We're in trouble. Oh, wow. Way to go, Bennington. You know what? If you have one guy who does something outside the system, do you change the entire system for one guy? If he's one of your best players, absolutely.
You fit him into your system with the skill set that he has. You don't force him to play a game that he's not going to be able to do. You can't do that. I mean, I'm going to ask, do you think Scotty Bowman made Yzerman be a great two-way player? No. Yzerman was a great passer and a goal scorer. How did Scotty Bowman use him? As a great passer and goal scorer. I mean, you got to have a system that is flexible with talent. You can't have a system to where you beat your head in the ground and play the same way against different teams night in and night out.
Let's see here. Well, yeah, the torch.
No, but I'm talking about people wanted Keefe fired in Toronto. Every other city wants to fire the coach, but this city, when the team's not doing well, it's on the players. It's not the coach. And I don't know if it's because we want to cup with him or what.
It's absolutely because we want to cup with him. It's absolutely because of that.
Well, he's not even the best coach we've ever had.
No. Look at Hitchcock. Look at Yo. We could not wait to run Yo out of town. Could not fucking wait. Could not wait to run Yo out of town.
You know what's very similar? When Hitchcock wasn't coaching very well towards the end of his tenure there, the people in St. Louis all said that people in St. Louis all said it was the players' fault. It wasn't Hitchcock's.
No, they wanted Hitchcock on.
That was at the
they wanted Hitchcock on.
yeah, but guy, that was the first 3 or 4 years, towards the end there, before the last year, everybody thought he was doing great.
Yeah. What I was trying to. The problem with Hitchcock was the Yo hiring to begin with.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yo hiring.
That was dumb.
No, I downplay Bennington's downtrending because of him having COVID, not him winning the cup, because of him having COVID. So if you want to stop, I'm going to say that straight up. I have never said because Bennington won the cup he should be here. I downplay that because of COVID, and I think that the way he's playing this year is proof of that. He's been the best player all year.
And if you want my personal opinion, without him last year, the Blues are one of the worst 2 teams in the league. Because he kept them in a lot of games they should not have ever been in.
Oh yeah. But it feels okay. I want to address this, right? I'm not pissed off. I'm excited. Okay, not pissed off. I'm excited. I'll use that. But I constantly hear you. The second I say the system is wrong, you say no. The players aren't playing good enough. You've not one time come out and said, yeah, the players aren't in good position. The players the chief needs to be better too. I'm sorry. The coach getting COVID and the goalie getting COVID are 2 completely different things.
Yep.
Completely different things.
Completely.
Absolutely completely different
Oh,
things.
geez. 3-3.
I haven't seen it yet.
Sorry.
And yeah, well, I guess I'm behind again. I got to reset at the next commercial.
They're not playing the same way they did in the first period.
Yeah. There you go. See, that's on you, frickin' Nichols, for saying something. I told you. As soon as you said that, we were going to get screwed. That's on Nichols. I do give a shit as Neibours have tended downward, but I also know. See, no, stop. See, right there, I'm going to shoot you right in the foot. Go back and look at his numbers prior to the bubble. His numbers prior to the bubbles were the same as they were in 19. The exact same. They trended down after the bubble. After he got COVID and he had long-term COVID. He got COVID 3 or 4 times. Right? And I also know something, and I brought it up before, and I decided not to say it again, and it's why I have a negative attitude towards Berube. Because I know something he said to the team that has affected this team ever since he said it, including with guys that aren't here. Sorry, I'm just, no, man, I guess I'm too upset. Guess I need to take a breath. We gave up a 2-goal lead again. No, it's 2 years. It's 18-19 and 19-20. 18-19 and 19-20. You look at his numbers. You look at his numbers through 19 when he came in and started in January. He actually came up in 18. He didn't play until January, though. And then you look at his numbers for the entire period from 19 to 20 until the bubble. That's 2 seasons. 2 separate seasons.
Man,
and his numbers this year aren't trending down. They're trending up.
They're standing around a lot.
Oh, they are standing around a lot. No, it's not your fault. It's Jason Nichols' fault. He had to go. I hope we don't break our habit of being 9-0 when we score first. 10-0, whatever it was. He had to go and say it. Right? They went into a prevent defense in the second period. And now they're barely playing. They get in the second period and they sit back for some reason.
So all the people that, and you've seen Guy and I give Berube credit when he coaches a good game. We give him credit. But explain to me this. How can this team look so good in the first period and not look very good in the second period?
It's all on the players. It's the players.
It's all on the players. It can't be that the coach told them, let's protect this lead. We need to really, play strong defensively, which, yeah, you do need to play strong defensively. But when you have a team down 3-0, you attack. You don't give them you don't want them even getting a goal.
Yeah.
They don't look like there's a sense of urgency in the second period when they did in the first period.
Yeah.
And
they
like I said,
they just saved a goal. They just saved a goal. That was
there's been several times this year that I know I've not been on a lot, but there's been several times this year where Guy and I have said Berube coached a very good game. He coached a great game. But when he coaches a bad game, we're going to say that too. I don't hate Craig Berube. I don't. I just expect the coach to make changes when they need to be make changes within the game that benefits your team.
The league is changing
Yes.
and we're not changing with it. That's my issue.
There's that lazy guy that nobody likes. I can't believe the Blues paid him that much money.
Yeah. The Kyrou and Thomas one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kyrou's everyone. Well, there you go.
That Kyrou was good on that line and that run there.
I gotta go back. I'm gonna refresh to be fresh because I think I'm like 2 minutes behind. That's my point. Really, it's not Berube. Okay, Matt Lowe, you're absolutely right. Berube is the best coach in the NHL, and the players just don't play. So it's it's on the players. We need to get rid of Kyrou. We need to get rid of Thomas. We need to get rid of all the players because they don't play Berube's system. And if they're not going to play Berube's system, they don't need to be here, right? That's what you say, and I'm telling you that system doesn't fucking work.
Yes.
Oh, that was Shen Hayes.
Guy, if people think we're wrong, I've got one thing to tell them right now. Players come and players go since Berube's been coach here.
Mm-hmm.
But yet we see this after the Cup win. We've seen this more often than not with different players, totally different players in this roster, to where they have games like this. So to where they just don't look like they want to play for him. And it's different players. I could see if it was the same 23 players, but it's not. It's different players year in and year out that do that kind of stuff. So how can you say it's all on the players?
Now, how do you know it doesn't change anything? How do you know bringing an offensive coach in won't change things? Right? Oh, I didn't realize it was 5-3. I'm so.
So okay, I want to ask a question. Has Tortorella changed things in Philadelphia? Yep.
All right. Kyrou on both of those. Yeah.
Yep.
5-2.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't realize
he
it
don't
was
play,
5.
guys.
I thought they were showing the same damn goal.
He don't play defense. So why do we even have him on the team?
Right.
That's not it, Matt.
What do you mean? No, I do want to hold players accountable, but at the same time, you sit there. Are you telling me that these players aren't worth what they're getting paid? I think they are. Right? Look at Parayko. Parayko's having a hell of a year. I haven't heard one person bitch about his contract this year. Not one. Not one person has bitched about Kyrou's contract this year because he's having a good year.
I've heard a couple, but not as many as last year.
Not in my group.
Not in your group, but I've seen a few people on Twitter complain about him.
Yeah, I'm sure on Twitter.
That's
I know
true.
you've criticized Berube, but I'm not on you as much as I'm on Matt Lowe right now. But
That's a good point, Jason. Jason McMillan made a good point.
I ask you, I had a feel. Well, I did. Okay, you're right. I probably looked at that wrong. I do apologize. I do. I apologize. I did have a feeling that that's where you were going. And I apologize because that's not where you were going. I apologize. Torts is not even comparable to Chief. They're the same coach.
They play this very similar systems.
Yeah.
Not completely the same with their defensive
You're
team.
saying that Colton Parayko's not having a good year?
He's having a great year.
Oh, now they figured it out and they're moving their feet.
Yeah.
Now everybody's running into each other. God, I didn't realize where I'm at. Matt Lowe, I don't want to get in an argument with you, but I love you, man, and I don't want to make this argument. It's just, yeah, they did respond after the timeout.
Yep.
Great assist on Kyrou. So I'm going to take a break. I don't want to take this argument anymore. I don't want to get all heated up.
I don't even look at it as an argument. I look at it as a discussion.
Yeah, well, I can feel my blood pressure going down.
Okay. All right.
Right. I can feel it. I can feel. I've had an actually very bad mental day. Right. And I don't want to say why. One person that's in this group knows why. I reached out to them. Oh, by the way, I need to ask you something, and I know I need to ask it online because you don't talk to me offline enough, and I'm not saying anything. Don't take it that way. Your Drop Podcast Twitter. Did you send me a message today?
I don't think so.
You check your Drop Twitter. I think someone's hacked your Drop Twitter.
All right, I'll check it.
I got a message from you, and it didn't seem like it was you. And I've gotten a couple of them in the last week.
There's another account that looks almost exactly like my account.
No, this is your account.
All right, I'll look. I was just on it a little bit ago.
Because and I'm going to pull it up now just to make sure. The Drop Hockey Show, and it's where you have messaged me before.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I got a message from you on November 21st, and I got one yesterday.
The only two I've sent you in the last couple of weeks is how are you doing?
Okay, so no, that is you then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the same size as your nuts. So yeah, we knew that.
Oh my goodness.
That's a sailor in me. You're going to put something like that in, I'm going to go there. No, I'm saying Kyrou isn't having a great year to his standards. Don't know where Parayko came, because I was talking about Parayko earlier, and that's what I thought you were on, right? I had mentioned Parayko earlier, and that's what I thought you were doing. So I apologize, Matt Lowe. Yeah, they needed that timeout. 2 goals in 20. I didn't even realize that they had scored 2 goals in 24 seconds.
Yep.
I actually thought they were showing the same goal twice because we were having that discussion. No, it's made of corn kernels. There we go. Oh my goodness. Guys, look. Here's the thing. And I'm going to say this right now. Doesn't matter what my opinion is. Doesn't matter what your opinion is. It's that we all get to talk about our opinions. I might, and I don't. Oh wow, it should be 4-3. Oh man, that's gonna be nightmares for Buffalo there. Wow, all he had to do was touch it and go in. Matt Lowe, you are a friend, and I consider you a friend. We are having a hockey discussion, nothing more, nothing less. And I want to make sure that is understood. I am not saying that you were wrong. I am saying I disagree with you. I don't think you're saying I'm wrong. I think you're saying you disagree with me. And that's a completely different thing. And I want to make sure that that's known and put out there, right? For everybody. Roland Spinks, John Penner, Lance even did it. Thank you so much for putting the thumb in the air on Facebook. Greatly appreciate it. 5-3 with 2 minutes 20 seconds to go in the second.
5 goals on 13 shots. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's his save percentage? 623?
I don't know. It's got to be
550?
He's 5 for 13. Well, so that's what? He's made 7 saves. Is that right?
8.
No, 7.
8 plus 5 is 13. 7 plus 5 is
7.
12.
Yeah. So 8 then, right?
Yep.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So 8. Wow. 615. 615 is the save percentage. Wow.
That's what I said. 623, 615, something like that.
I'm the one that gets all of it. I like the passive aggressiveness in that.
Good point, Mr. Shockey. The voice of reason.
Yeah, I'm with you. I love that. I'm the one that gets offensive. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. No, that's fair. That's fair. I'm being honest, guys. I don't want to say why, and it's extremely personal. But in the last couple of days, something has happened, and it has affected me. It affected me very badly. Nothing I can do about it. I don't know what you mean there, bud. Matt Lowe, I love you, man, and you're fine. You're absolutely fine. You're absolutely fine. I don't think anything wrong. It's not you. You're not the reason. Yes, Kyrou was a huge part of both those goals. Absolutely.
I've got to look at my cancer in a positive fashion since they've only given me 50% chance to be alive in 4 to 5 years. So I've got to get all my opinions out while I can.
Well, our heart goes out to you, Lance. And Lance put out today, and I've known this for a while, and I have kept my mouth shut. Lance put out today he has been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. He's undergoing treatments for it. You put it out, bud. So
yeah, no,
that's fair, right?
that's fine. It
Right?
started out as prostate cancer, and it was bad prostate cancer. Had surgery and was fine 4 or 5 months afterwards, and they kept doing scans. And then 5-6 months ago, they found a place on my rib. So basically, since it's distant, they call it distant metastases. That's why I don't have such a high mortality rate. If it would have stayed in my abdomen area, in my pelvis, they would probably have given me 8 to 10 years. But hey, 50-50 chance to live 4 to 5 years. I'll take that anytime.
Well, I got to get back home, Lance. Going to the game with you was so much fun.
Yeah, it was. It was a good time. I think about that all the time and think how generous you were to take Ashley and myself there.
Yeah. I didn't know I was getting the extra 2 tickets until the last minute. Right? To the last minute.
Yeah, I remember because you texted me and said, I think I might be doing this, but I don't know. Don't get your hopes up because I might not be able to.
Yeah. Right.
Thanks, Jason.
I had to make sure I asked the right people first. Right? Because I'd also had another pair of tickets, and that was the other thing that I had to deal with. Right? There's a couple of people that watch the show that benefit me. If they know I'm going to be on town, they will buy me tickets. And I they ask me not to say anything, and I don't. But they have gone and tried to get me tickets, and they've done it more than once. And when the tickets that they got me happened to be the same day as these tickets, I had to do something. So I was looking at a couple of different things, right? It's good to see you, Lance. And Guy, we've had this conversation multiple times. We're just not going to agree on everything, but I love you. And I love you too,
Thanks,
Matt. I do. I absolutely do. Just because we have a heated conversation doesn't mean anything. It's a hockey conversation. we're very opinionated alpha males. You're gonna get that, right? I will take being up 5-3 after that.
Yep, I will
period.
too. Yep,
I would
definitely
never
will.
have expected it. Never expected.
Nope.
Now, in the third, you're gonna have to put if you play the third the way you started the second, you're going to lose this game. Right? You're going to lose this game. Right? Unreal. Unreal. We went. Zach Benson gets one at the 6:10 mark. Curbs gets one at the 10:53 mark, and then the Blues just take it to him. Kyrou with two great plays helps make it 5-3. Hayes and Shin. Neighbours 8 goals this season. He's gonna get 20, if not more. Maybe, I think Neighbours could be a 30-goal guy, if not more. Right? I think Kyrou should be a 40-goal guy. And right now he's not. And I don't know why. I think I know why, but maybe I'm wrong. Chris Angle said, Chris, if you need something, text me, bud, man. I deal with addiction too. I've been open and honest about it. So if you need something, let me know, my friend. Let me know. We'll be here when you get back. You get yourself healthy, bud. Yeah, no, this is not a good replay show to watch. Let's forget hockey, man. I know we have different views at times, but brother, you have all my thoughts and positive vibes, man. Just keep fighting. I still will want to argue with you in 10 to 20 years, my man. All right, absolutely.
Thank you.
Kyrou could score 50 with the right system and players around him. I absolutely agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Right? Kyrou needs to cut down on the turnovers. I agree with that too.
Yeah, I do agree with that too. He does. Yeah.
But my question there is, how many of his turnovers are because he doesn't have guys playing with him? It seems like he's out kicking his coverage almost every single time, right?
And
that's what it feels like to me.
Another thing is, Guy, people see Kyrou make a mistake, but they don't see what led up to that mistake. Some other player could have made a mistake, and he's trying to fix that mistake, and he makes a mistake, and then naturally it's on Kyrou. You know what? There's four other guys on that line with him.
Do you know who Kyrou reminds me of?
Who's that?
There's a former Blues player. The way that fans treat Kyrou, he reminds me of him very, very, very much. Very recently.
I'm thinking.
Huh?
I'm thinking.
See if somebody gets it. See if somebody gets it. Right. Well, Chris, have a good sleep, man. Enjoy practice.
Yep. You're not thinking of Oshie, are you?
Nope. Not that far back.
Not that far back.
A little more recent.
A little more recent. I don't know.
Who am I thinking of? Who on the Blues? What former Blue reminds you? Think about the way people are reacting to Kyrou now, and think of a former Blue that reacted just the same way. Just the same way. Not Pronger. You're thinking way too far back. This is recent. This is somebody very recent.
I'm drawing
Not Tarasenko. I'll put some initials. I don't want to say the words of what these initials are because it will give it away, and I don't want to give it away. I really want people to think about this. TC. That was your nickname for him. TC. That's what a lot of you called him. You called him a TC. Not Tarasenko, not Krug. This is a former Blue. There is a former Blue that the criticism that goes on Tarasenko on Kyrou now went on this player heavily. Yet this player was treated the exact opposite of the way Kyrou is treated, especially within the organization. Not Hoffman.
I can't think.
God, I can't. I want to wait. I want to see if somebody can get it. I don't think he's in the league right now. I think he's in the AHL. Right? It was a surprise when this player got traded. It was an absolute surprise. Everybody was happy he got traded, but it was an absolute surprise. And I think I remember who he got traded to, but I might be wrong. In fact, I don't think I'm wrong. I think I'm right. So I might throw this out there. There are only 5 people watching now. He got traded to the Rangers, I think. Yeah, he got traded to the Rangers. I think he was part of the Buchnevich trade. Is that?
I'm just drawing blanks everywhere tonight.
We called him Traffic Cone.
Oh, crap.
You know who I'm talking about now, right?
I can picture his face. Dang it.
Zach Stanford.
Yes.
Tell me I'm wrong. We're treating Kyrou the exact same way we treated Sanford.
Yeah, but you know, there were a lot of people.
Way.
There were a lot of people that liked
the
Zach
organization, Berube never, ever dropped Sanford. In fact, put him up on the top line the more he turned it over.
Yep.
Right? Traffic cone. I heard you guys call Zach Sanford a traffic cone.
I remember
left,
that.
right, and center.
I remember that.
Am I wrong here, Lance?
No, I remember people calling him that.
But am I wrong about how they're treating Sanford or Kyrou almost the same they treated Sanford? Yet in the organization, Sanford was coddled and pushed up and pushed up.
Yep.
And I love Matt Lowe. He says completely different. Okay. That's how I see it. I'm going to get, we got a little break. Lance, you got the show for a second. I'm going to get some more ice, take a leak, and some drink because I'm drying out here from my over exuberance with Matt Lowe. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back.
All right. So, guys, has there been any players that have surprised you any bit tonight? Is there a player? I know that Shin has kind of come out of his shell a little bit, and he hadn't scored a goal in several games, multiple games. He's got those 2 goals. I was hoping he'd come, out soon, but I have always thought Shinnon's one of those guys. A lot of goal scorers, unless you're Gretzky and Lemieux and Ovechkin and those type of guys, are streaky. They'll have 8 goals in 5 games or 8 goals in 4 games, and they may not score another goal for 3 or 4, 5, 6 games. But it's nice to see Shin come out and actually get a few goals tonight. I think Kyrou's played pretty well. I've tried to watch him defensively. He's not really messed up defensively tonight, and he's got those 2 assists. If I need someone to puke on or someone to score you a goal, who you picking? I don't know about that question, but it's good for a laugh. I don't know where to go with that question. Anyway, so what do you guys think of this upcoming third period? Do you think the Blues will come out the way that they did in that first period, or do you think we'll kind of see a combination of both the first and second? Will they go into a prevent defense again for a while? What do you guys think? I don't think they will play that way in the third period. I think they're going to play more like they did in the second half of the second period and the most of the first. That's a good one, Aaron. Yes, Saad's had a good game. I wish he would be more consistent. He's just one of those guys where he reminds me somewhat of a Jaden Schwartz. I think Jaden Schwartz a little more skilled, but he reminds me of that guy that you just don't. He just fades away, and you don't really notice him on the ice for a couple games, and then you notice him for 2 or 3 games in a row, and it just seems like he gets the hot hand all of a sudden, and then he disappears.
Where we at here?
I just got down to I just read the Matt Lowe comment, and I'm talking about what the people expect in the third period and who surprised them tonight, and so on and so forth.
If you need someone to puke on you or someone to score you a goal, who are you picking?
I don't know how to take that question.
Yeah. Saad scoring right off the bat did that.
You're picking Kairu.
Kairu and Shen gonna pop off. They play structure. I'm not sure where that comment's coming
I was asking, how does he think the Blues will come out in the third period?
I think they need to come out. I think they need to come out with the right foot on the accelerator.
Yep.
Absolutely. I think they need to come out with the right foot on the accelerator. They need to come out and just shot after shot after shot. They need to get in the zone, fire it. I mean, if it's one and done, as long as you got the resources to back it up so they're coming back, then do it. Take the shots. Come on and take the shots.
Yeah.
Right?
And when
Set
the Blues
it up and take shots. I absolutely believe that's what they need to do right now. No, I am not a fan of the forecheck. I think the forecheck is overplayed, and if you look, the majority of the goals that we score don't come from the forecheck. Everyone talks about the forecheck, but we don't score off it anymore. What good is something you can't score? It doesn't even lead to a cycle. It used to lead to a cycle. We can't even get it to lead to a cycle. So get off the forecheck.
You could be right, Jose.
Yeah, I don't think Tucker's played that bad of a game though.
He's had a few spots there where he was a little shaky, and I've always said, when you don't hear the announcer saying a player's name a lot, not all the time, but a lot of time, that means that player's not really doing anything really good. I don't think Scandella's played bad. He's just not been so noticeable.
I don't even know how many minutes he's played. Hold on, I'll tell you here in a second. Scandella's only played 6 minutes.
Yeah, he's not played much.
Right, Scandella's only got 6 minutes for a defenseman, and then Tucker's got 6 minutes, so they're only playing 6 minutes. When
I think Scandella's had 7 or 8 shifts.
Hold on, Letty's got 10. Parayko has got 10. Parayko's got 10:47. Letty's got 10:25. Your other defenseman, Krug, has 15 minutes. Oh, Parayko, I'm sorry, Parayko, I got wrong. Parayko, they just updated it. I'm sorry. So the numbers are wrong. They just updated the numbers on me. So let me look at this again. Scandella has 9:31. Right? Scandella's got 9:31. Letty's 14:07. Krug 15:06. Parayko 14:21. Falk 15:40. And Tucker 9:28. So yeah, that's kind of where they're at. I mean, I can see them playing the same amount of numbers. They're being outshot 31-14. Problem is, I mean, but they're making attempts. The attempts are the same.
Yeah.
Are the missed shots? The missed shots are the same. They have 11 missed shots, and we have 11 missed shots.
Yeah.
They've blocked 9. We blocked 9 of their shots. They blocked 4 of ours. They have 31 on net. We have 14 on net. Right? I'm okay so far with the way play has gone. Right? It could be worse. Ouch. Dallas has given up 2 goals. I got Wedgwood starting today, and he's given up 2 goals to Calgary already in the second, or they're getting ready to start the second. So I need him to tighten it up. Ouch, hurting me. But I need to get 2 wins today. My other guy got a hat trick, man. Mitch Marner, 3 goals for Toronto. And Toronto ended up winning. He had 3 of the 4 goals, and they won in a shootout. Well, 3 of the goals. He had all 3 of their goals. The shootout, I don't know. because we don't count shootouts in our fantasy. Let's see here. But it doesn't keep the puck out of their end. It doesn't. The forecheck with the forecheck only works if you go on, you get it, and you get a cycle. We don't. We give it up. So that's where I'm at on that. Okay, bud. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for having me on, everybody. Have a good night.
Anytime, man.
And again, I want to thank everybody for their kind thoughts. I really do appreciate them.
All right. Well, I kept my mouth shut, bud.
No, I appreciate that. And I figured it was about time I told people. So
Yeah, I kept my mouth shut. So we're thinking of you, man.
thank you so much. Good night, guys.
All right. Bye. I think that was against Buffalo, wasn't it? 7-2. Right. You know, our thoughts are with Lance. I've known about it for a while. I have. I've known about it for a long time. And Lance asked me not to say anything, and I haven't said a word. So that's why I haven't said nothing about Lance not being on the show, because I knew what was going on. All right. That's why I kept my mouth shut. I didn't say anything about Lance when you guys asked about him. I just said, you know, he's got things going on and he can't be on. So Ashley works at 3 a.m. every day, so that's why she can't come on. Right? She's got to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to be at work for McDonald's. So that's where it's at. Oh yeah, I seen that. Somebody sent me that and said, "Oh no, it's wrong." And then they sent me the video, and I watched the video. I was just about to say, "No, the refs got it right." And he come back and said, "Oop, I didn't see this video before." No, they got it right. So yeah, I knew it when it happened. He told me right away. I've known it for a very long time. I've known what's going on with Lance for a very long time. See, that's the thing. How many? I know people have been out there and said some really negative things about me, right? That I'm not a good friend, that I'm not trustworthy, that I'm a bad person, and this, that, and the other thing. People have told me things that have never left my lips. I know stuff that have never left my lips. Even after people have called me out, I've kept things quiet. I won't do that. Right? I do the best I can to be who I am. Right? In fact, I don't know if Bob's still here. If he's still here, Bob, you brought that thing up about, don't worry about what other people think in that. And it got me. And today I was dwelling on something, and I started thinking about that comment, who cares what other people think? And it got me thinking about the show Alone. I don't know if you've seen it. The premise of Alone is they take 10 people, give them 10 items. They take them out in late September and put them up somewhere up north. They put them on Vancouver Island. They put them in Great Slave Lake or something like that in the Arctic, somewhere like that where it's going to get very cold very soon. And then these people, they're completely alone. They film themselves, right? They film 24/7, right? They're constantly filming themselves. And these people are completely alone. They're dealing with what they're dealing with. And all the time, you hear them say things like, I bet America's going to think I'm stupid for doing this. Or I bet, hey, people, I'm doing this. Or, hey, completely alone. Only 1% of what they film is going to be, less than 1% of what they film is going to be shown. And almost every single time, they're talking about what other people might be thinking about what's going on. That's something to think about. That's something, and that's why when leading after 2. Well, they're 1-7 when trailing, so that's a good number for us, maybe. I can say it because Curbs just said it. or not Curbs, Kelly. JK just said it, so. Get that puck in, keep that puck in their zone. Keep that puck in there. Get a cycle. See, there you go. Good shot. But not enough guys back to support it. Now you got 3-on-2. And then you got a guy back. There you go. You know what, Bob? You don't realize the isolation that I'm actually in here. I'm just as isolated in some ways as those people are. And I appreciate that. But you have to understand that many, many times out here, I feel just as isolated. Yes, I know that. I've been told that numerous times. Two of the goals tonight are on Bennington. I absolutely believe that. I believe that 2 of the 3 goals are on him. 100%. Oh, you think you are, but you're really not. So. Oh, right on top of Bennington. Oh, that puck's all over. Somebody throw that puck away. There we go. Ooh, that was a scramble. Nah, not 3 goals, bud. Not 3 goals. I need some goals. Come on, Jensen. And Sherrod's game's already done. Thomas, I need a goal. O'Reilly, I need a goal. Right, Nugent Hopkins, I need a goal. Jonathan Marchessault, I need a goal. Fabry got me 2 tonight. Woo-hoo. Got me a game-winning goal and a PowerPoint. There we go. Oh, man, I was up 13 to something, and now it's tied 9-9. Well, I'm losing in a couple goalie categories, but he doesn't have another goalie starting, so that's why. So until he gets that second goalie start, not too worried about it because I should get those 2 back. And I think I'm going to get a win tonight. I should get at least 1 win, if not 2. Oh, you bastard. Look, no, I love Matt Lowe. I love him. I consider Matt Lowe a friend. Never met him. He's still a friend. Right? We had a hockey conversation. If we argue, we argue. That's fine. We have strong opinions. Okay, great. That's what makes a good show. If I agreed with everybody, ever agreed with me, no one will watch. And I think that's what's funny is how many people who disagree with me have decided not to watch the show instead of arguing with me, right? Or blocked me and told me I'm an idiot. Neighbours with the second. Did Thomas get an assist on that? I hope so. I need it. No, Bushnevich. Damn it. Oh, wow. He went right down on Greenway. Neighbors put that away. Oh, Falk. Damn it. I need Kairu. What's that for? Kairu wasn't in on that one. Bushnavid's got 2 assists tonight. Kairu's got 2 assists. Thomas has got 1. Krug's got 1. Sundqvist 1. Neighbors has got 2 goals. Shen has got 2 goals. You could have another double hat trick night. It's possible. I don't think they're done. I think they need to keep it down. Sorry, Matt Lowe. Oh, my goodness, you guys. All right. Well, at least the guys at Erickson and E got a great game tonight. Glad they could. I actually been talking with you guys. I wasn't even paying attention to E out there. To the guys out there. They're in the corner up there. You can probably see them. I see them. I see all 4 of them. They're in the 3rd row. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see them right there. Right? So you can see them. I don't hate you with a passion. Bob might, but I don't. Try Eric Johnson left. Didn't get signed by Colorado. I think he's on Buffalo this year. After 5, he brings it back in. Let me see. I was going to look at something here. I'm looking at something here. I want to make sure this is the right Eric Johnson. I think it is. Yep, same Eric Johnson. Yeah, it says. Our number 1 overall pick. He's playing for Buffalo this year. He hasn't done much in this game, but don't think he's got a point. What has Eric Johnson done in this game? Nothing. He's got a takeaway and a block, and he's had a shot blocked. He's gotten 15 shifts, 9:35 on the ice. Oh, it'd be cool if Neighbors got his hat trick with his dad here. No, I don't think they want to play for Chief every night, but that's just me. That's me. Round to Bushnevich. Back to Thomas. To Neighbors. Now they got a cycle going on. Ooh. Bushnevich kind of kicked that one. Me either, my friend. Me either. Jason McMillan, thank you for the thumb in the air, bud. Batman mask. No, tomorrow is never promised. About 11:30 to go in the game. I think I'm close. Yeah, I'm pretty close. Next commercial, I might do a refresh to be fresh. Alexander, I pushed it too far. Wow, they're taking the shots. I think they're leading shots this period. They are 6-4. Or no, 4 to they're not backwards. We're being outshot 6-4. Oh, that could have been a trip. That should have been a trip. Yeah, just trying to not get the puck moving around, not getting the cycle going, waiting. Yeah, there's a call. We're going on a penalty kill. It depends. If they score again, they're going to pull a goalie, and the chance of it happening is there, or at least getting one of them. All right, Neighbours 9 goals already. He might hit that 10 mark. I think that puts Neighbours ahead of, or either ahead of or tied with. Let me see here real quick. Puts him ahead of Thomas. It puts Neighbours at the lead. Now he's not there on points because he only got 1 assist, but he'll be leading in goals after tonight. No, Bushnevich. Yeah, Shen's got 2, but I think Bushnevich. So he might be tied with Bushnevich. No, he's not. No, he's up. Bushnevich doesn't. So he'll be leading in goals. He'll be 1 ahead of Shen and Bushnevich, and I mean, if he could just start getting some assists, if he could just start getting some assists. Hat trick on a shorty, could. No, I don't think either one. Neighbours, no, Neighbour does play, maybe. Yeah, I seen him in the corner there. Snow Angel. They're singing something. There's a lot of people that don't think he's a top 5 goalie. A lot. Got to be more aggressive on the penalty kill. Absolutely have to be. At least I think you do. Most. I know some that would trade him away for nothing. They would be happy to get rid of his salary cap. Oh, Saad just missed a shorty. Oh, there's another trip. I don't know if they called it. Yeah, they're going to call it. Nope. 7:28 to go. God, see, I like Benson so much. I thought we should have drafted him. Hopefully the Dvorsky one pays off, but I still like Benson. And here he is, a guy drafted after us, playing. What's that tell you? Uh-oh. 2-on-1. I agree with that. We would not be where we're at now, that's for sure. Icing, 5:25 to go. There's a chance they pull the goalie. I don't see it, but there's a chance. Five people watching. Thank you. Don't know why, but I appreciate you watching the shit show that this is. I agree, Jason. Tuck just walked around 3 guys. Empty net. That's going to be an icing. Oh, they waved it. I try and reach out as many as I can. You know, some people like the show, most don't. Is what it is. I do the best job I can. I want to entertain you. I want to tell you how I see the game. I want you to tell me how you see the game. I want to argue. I want to have fun. Pick my nose, all that other good stuff. No icing there. They're not even trying to score on the empty net. "43 shots on goal. Wow. I guess defensive hockey worked today. Oh, no, they're saying it scored. Oh. That sucked. Benny's going to be mad about that one. I don't know how he didn't scoop that one. Surprise, surprise on that one. I don't know how that got in. They're probably going to pull the goalie again. If they pulled him with 2 minutes, with 4 minutes down 3, yeah, he's off. So maybe we can, somebody can get a hat trick. Hayes' shot got blocked. Off the crossbar and out of play. I'm actually behind actual game time. I don't know how you're watching it. I actually know that I'm about 40 seconds behind game time. Come on, O'Reilly. I need a goal and an assist. Come on, Nugent Hopkins. I need a goal and an assist. Marshall Shaw. I need a goal and assist. Who else I still got playing? Nick Jensen. I need a goal and an assist. I don't think Robert Thomas is going to get me anything. Yeah, if I watch it on NHL Center Ice, I'm like 2.5 minutes behind. So sometimes that's got an automatic delay from the FCC is what I got told. They're going to get 50 shots on Bennington tonight. They're at 45 shots already. Sucks Bennington gave up 4 goals tonight, but I don't think he played bad. I think he played pretty good. Well, the Blues looks like they're going to end up 12-9-1 with 25 points. Where's that going to put them in the overall scheme of things? I think we're still in a playoff spot. Not sure. Good month though. Yeah, we're going to be sitting still. Actually, not far behind the Jets. We'll have a game in hand on them though. But I think are the Jets playing tonight? Let me look. No, Jets are not playing. Oh no, Jets lost tonight. Sister JJ. Yes, they're up 6-4. Thank you, sister. I appreciate that. Oh, Shannon Neighbors, and they just held it instead of getting it. That didn't make any sense. Now they're just going to hold on to it. That's the end of it. Oh, Blues end up winning. Bring out the Zamboni. 3 stars are going to be tough for this one. Oh yeah, they're going to be hard. Neighbors is going to get my first star. Shen is going to get my second star, and Kairu will get my third star. There we go. Kairu, Shen, Neighbors. Yep, we got to see him there too. Erickson and E, we were able to see him a little bit. I hope they had a great game. Glad they could. Benny, not Benny. Not for 4 goals. Nope. Benny, not at all. Kairu, Shen, and Neighbors. That'll be it. No way on Bennington. We'll get the stars here in a second. Shen had 3 points, so he might get first star. Game-winning goal went to Shen, I think. It went to Shen. Game-winning goal to Shen. So let me switch it. I'm going to go Kairu, Neighbors, Shen. Here we go.
Recording 1 goal and 1 assist in the game. Bringing it forward for the Blues, number 12, Kevin Hayes.
Oh, they gave Hayes number 3rd star. Oh, I was wrong on Hayes.
Tonight's second star with 2 goals, his 8th and 9th of the season. And a forward for the Blues, number 63, Jake Neighbours.
Neighbors got second. Kind of what I had a feeling of.
And tonight's first star with 2 goals, his 7th and 8th of the season.
Yep, Shen.
And a forward for the Blues, the captain, number 10, Braden Shen.
3 points for Shen tonight. Let's hear what he had to say. Well, I took it all you guys off. I'm listening to what Shen's got to say. Bennington saved 41 and 45 shots. What does that save percentage? That's got to be semi, like. Oops. 9-11. I mean, yeah. Give up 4 goals and still have a 9-11 save percentage. Right? His goals against is going to go down, but his save percentage is going to stay the same. Wow. It's a win. Good win. Yeah, I'll take a good win. I mean, the Buffalo didn't give up. They kept coming. Blues laid back and had it hurt him a little bit, but it is what it is, and you go with that. And you've been saying that there's a problem with Berube's system, and we're playing too much defense. I think we're 4th in the league in goals scored for the month of November. I'll have to look at that. You might be right. I don't know. But it just seems like we can't string anything together, and when we lose big. It's we only win when we score a lot of goals. We don't win the close games. I've noticed that a lot. I don't think we win close games at all. Right? So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm absolutely completely wrong. Yeah, they doubled us up in shots. Shots were 20-45 in favor of Buffalo. They more than doubled us up. Right? I mean, what can you do then? Right? Had a great show, guys. Thank you. Sorry about the arguing and the ball grabbing and all the other stuff. But hey, it was fun, man. I love each and every one of you. Have a great night. See, I might be there tomorrow. Oh, I know he's wrong about Wendy. I know he is. Or I know he's wrong about Benny. I know he is. If this team figures it out, Bennington's numbers will significantly get in. He will get into the Venenza, however you say it, talk very easily. And I don't think he's that far out of it. So, guys, have a great night. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you Saturday. Aloha.
Who are you, Blues fan? We're bleeding blue with you. Let's go, Blues! Let's go, Blues!